Let's go.
Wario.
And guess who's back? Back again. It's Toad. Your brother Toad from the Toadstool Land.
From Toadstool Lane. I couldn't live on the street Toadstool. I don't know.
Oh, is that not manly enough? That not
Nah.
dominant enough?
Nah. I need something that exudes pure testosterone. Like, could you live on Princess Avenue if that was like your dream house and the street name happened to be Princess Avenue?
Yeah, bro. I mean, you got to be more secure in yourself. Do you have like a dope house or do you not? Like, that's really the barrier. Is it dope?
You can't have a trap house on Princess Avenue, D-Bird.
I feel like that'll throw them off even more. That'll throw them off the scent. You know, it's like, okay, if you're going to be cooking crack pies in the kitchen, like, you know, Princess Ave might be the place to do it.
You might be right. Maybe I'm doing all this drug dealing all wrong, huh? Maybe I've got the game messed up.
Maybe you're just a bad drug dealer.
That could be true. I could just not be good at this and I need to actually get a job.
One of these days. But that's why we're here at White Collar Rhymes. You know, we say our things, we rake in millions of doughs, and before you know it, we'll be doing this full time in no time.
God, doing this full time?
Yeah. You get to hang out with me professionally.
How much? Nah, I shouldn't venture that out loud of asking how much would it take to want to do this full time.
More than is foreseeable. But it's such a fun side quest.
Yeah, fun side quest. We're here. Welcome back, D-Bird. How have you been?
I've been good. Lots of travel in my life, you know, going between states. But I will say that I just set up my old Super Nintendo from like 1996.
Oh.
And holy shit, are those games hard?
Yes.
Like, Kelsey was, you know, down there. I had to show her NBA Jam because she didn't have any frame of reference, had no fucking clue what NBA Jam was. I was like, oh, well, Sean Kemp, Gary Payton, you know, my boys from the Sonics, here's how they go around and get fireballs and then go dunk from the free throw line. And she like quit playing some way halfway through the second quarter. She's like, this is boring. And then she fell asleep.
What does she like to play? Valorant?
She Pokemon? Shit. Well, actually, right now we're doing that Split Fiction game. Have you heard of that?
Yeah. Typical couples game.
Yeah. I mean, she's not a gamer. The hardest part is her just trying to walk and like look at the same time. So that's the biggest struggle, is like moving forward while also being able to move your head.
It's hilarious. Like, you know, we've grown up playing games, so it's kind of like second nature. You know, we got adjusted to that kind of frame of reference around the Nintendo 64, PlayStation, Dreamcast era. But now when you give somebody a controller and you're like, hey, play this game with me, and they're like looking at the ground and running into walls, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, how do you not know this?
Yeah, you've never done this before? You never used two joysticks at the same time before?
Yeah. What's up, Chrono? Actually, no. I'm feeling kind of good. I drank a lot last night, but I also went to bed pretty early. So I'm feeling great.
What's early?
11. 11-ish.
Wow. I find myself these days, it's hard to go to sleep before the hour hand is back to single digits.
I mean, I feel that. I'm a night owl. Well, I was a night owl by nature, but I just get so sleepy now. I think it's waking up at like fucking 5 for customer calls.
Gross.
That'll do it.
Well, that'll show you to live on the West Coast and deal with the East Coast customers.
I know it. I gotta get out of here.
No. All right. I think we've bantered enough. We've got a live audience chattering away and talking about whatever. We'll save our personal debacles for some other time.
Show me the music.
Show me the music. We've got a pretty full queue so far. It's gone up one since I've started this. So we've got 15 tracks in the queue. Got one skipperino all ready to start the show from our well-known and well-loved contributor, LaRose. Shout out to Canada.
I think we got to give a huge shout out to Gray Baby as well, who subscribed for 24 months. Shout the fuck out, Miss Gray.
Shout out. 2 gunshots for each decade of months.
Decade of months. Is that how that works?
That's how it works in White Collar Rhymes world, yes.
Hell yeah.
And what's up, Summer Princess? How's it going? I'm not calling you Thawi. I'm sorry.
Thawi. I am. I fucking love that.
All right. Well, speaking of gang activity on Princess Streets, Mob Culture by Rose to start the show.
Let's go.
No time to make new music. So this is an old track. How old is it?
I guess he made it while Sopranos was still airing.
Okay. Let's take a listen to Mob Culture and start our Sunday mornings, the day of the Lord, with some mob mentality. Shout out to Waterboy for the resub. Thank you. Mob Culture. April isn't that old. That's only like 4 months. I feel like old in music terms needs to be greater than like a year or two to be old to me.
Yeah, when I say I'm playing an old song, it's like a decade. Yes, it's bad.
This is still fresh. I like this. I like the flow on it. I feel like the vocals could be a little bit louder. I don't know. It's dark. It's deep, dark themes to it. I like it in general. Like it's a easy listen. It's not like a standout like sparkle track or whatever, but it's a easy listen. I could get through it. I didn't have anything that really stood out to me where I'm like, oh hey, you should do this or that. So other than making the vocals a little bit louder, I think like it's a nice in between. Maybe it could be a little bit longer. It just feels short, but it's 2 minutes. I don't think you need to add much to it. I would give this a respectable 7.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna take off 3 points off the top just for saying that it was old, but it's only since April. So that's like we're starting at a 7.
Okay.
I would take off 3 points for him repeating Mob Culture a couple times, and then I'd add 6 points because he likes The Sopranos. So we're back to 10. And now we can start the review. Okay. No, I like this a lot. I think this is like a really cool, just kind of short free verse. I think it's good for what it is. I don't even necessarily think it needs any real retooling as far as like, oh, why don't you make it longer? Why don't you like put choruses in? Like, I think it's fine as is because you had a bunch of Italian bars for lack of better, word choice. It's like the CIAO, like Mariano Glass. Like, I think there's enough fucking references packed in there that like 1 more minute of references, I would Tony Soprano myself. But no, this was like the perfect amount of time for that, Shout out Psycho Parasite for just tossing subs around like a submarine captain.
Shout out VA.
Hey, that's my guy. So yeah, I think it's good as is. The only thing I'd say is that like sometimes the flow is a little awkward. Whether it's like the pregnant pauses or whether it's like just a little slower than what I'd want to hear for the flow of it. I'm at an 8 though. I think shorty but goody.
That's what she said. I showed her my 8.
Dice, put your 8-year-old back inside.
He's 9 now. He can play outside by himself.
It's like, no, I don't play Minecraft. Back to your Minecraft dungeon.
All right, but yeah, shout out VA. Hope your knee. Oh, he's going back to sleep. All right, whatever. What's good? What's it good for? The sub? You mean the sub? So if you're a subscriber, your songs get sorted higher in the queue when submitting music, and then you get a free skip automatically. Probably should turn that on, but I don't know. Just some small little perks here.
You know what the next fucking thing is? We got to get, I'll even do it with you. Like, let's rewatch The Sopranos. You got to watch the show. And I think we do a Sopranos podcast. Maybe that's what Wednesday is. We'll all, as a community, watch Sopranos together.
We got to stop hearkening back to decade-old shows. Like, we got to move on.
There's some that are just so good that they're timeless. Sopranos is one of them.
This will excite you. Got my hair did yesterday, and my stylist happened to ask, have you watched House of Dragons? Have you seen Game of Thrones? And I'm like, of course, no. Fuck no. And she was like, you got to watch it. You got to watch it. You got to at least watch the episode 4. Like, here, let me tell you about the first episode in a little summary. And all she said was, there's this girl and her brother, they're twins, and they're fucking. And then she's like, that's all I'm gonna say, but there's a lot of actions in it, and it basically sets up the whole story. And that's all I left with and told to watch Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Do you like incest? Then Game of Thrones is for you.
That's the introduction to Game of Thrones is, hey, there's incest and there's action.
I guess we jabbered a little too long for Chrono Flow. Sorry, buddy. We will get to your song shortly.
Oh, chill out, dude. You're number 3 in the queue. All right. Anyway, next up is Unit.
Yeah.
Lost.
I'll just say this before this would be a good transition to Unit and Fallen Dove song. This is that good incest, not some of that gross incest like in Dexter. So, just saying, it's a sweet kind of incest.
Let me see. Hold on. Torito, you just got gifted a sub from Psycho Parasite. How about I bump you above Chrono since Chrono is tired of waiting for us? You like that, Chrono? You want us to get to the music? I'll get to the music.
Let's go.
No, we'll listen to Unit and then Chrono Flow, and then I'll bump you up, and then before LaRose's next submission, since we already heard one from him. But here is
Dexter
Unit.
incest was bottom tier incest for sure.
They didn't. Don't get me started on Dexter. Anybody get a hold of Unit? Because his song, I need to put some sort of like, please wait till your upload finishes on the website. Let me message Unit. Hold on 1 second.
1 second.
Hot pocket. In the meantime, let us listen to Chrono Flow. You know what? Nah, fuck it. Now might be a good time to listen to. What are you Mikey?
Wada boy says, let me get that bump. It's like, put me in, coach.
Toretto, are you Mikey? Is that your Discord name? I just want to make sure I'm listening to the right track.
Toretto, we're family. Okay, friend of his.
It's a friend of mine. I posted it. I'm assuming that's a yes to the question that I asked, and I'm going to put this at the top.
And he's watching the live stream with them. We got a 2-for-1. Perfect. Family.
All right, here is Mikey Mike 084 Veil zu oft Aline.
Whack.
Producer and songwriter who's watching with me live stream. All right, well, shout out to y'all. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the community. Let's take a listen.
I'm looking for my keys.
Viel zu oft alleine wach, mit Gedanken in der Nacht. Hab gelernt zu funktionieren, hab gelernt, wie man es macht. Keiner sieht, wie viel Gewicht auf meinen Schultern hier liegt. Nur ein Lächeln im Gesicht, damit keiner es sieht. Hab gesehen, wie das Leben Menschen langsam zerbricht, wie die Hoffnung verschwindet im flackernden Licht. Und ich frage mich manchmal, ob das alles hier zählt, wenn die Welt sich weiter dreht und dich keiner versteht. Manche Menschen pflegen Menschen mit nem Pflegegrad, ob auf Arbeit, ehrenamtlich oder auch privat. Diese Helden sind am Start und das jeden Tag, chronisch unterbezahlt. Ja, das Leben ist hart und ich sehe diese Kämpfer, sehe die Tränen im Blick. Doch die Welt schaut dich nur kurz an und dann schaust du zurück. Jeder trägt seine Last, fühlt sich ganz alleine. Und die Nächte werden kälter, doch ich bleibe der Gleiche. Gleiche. Doch ich bleibe der Gleiche. Gleiche. Doch ich bleibe der Gleiche. Manchmal lieg ich einfach wach und frag mich, ob noch was kommt. Meine Seele ist so schwer, meine Kraft geht davon. Alles dreht sich zu schnell in dieser dunkelkalten Zeit. Doch ich trage diesen Abend wie ein Teil meiner Persönlichkeit. Hab gelernt, stark zu sein, doch wenn keiner nach mir fragte, ob ich innerlich zerbrach oder mich was plagte. Und ich laufe durch die Straßen mit dem Blick nach vorn. Doch ein Teil von mir ist müde und der andere ist gestorben.
I need to know who this diss track is named at.
You don't gotta know.
So viele Tage grau, so viele Nächte wach. Hab gelernt, wie man verliebt und trotzdem weitermacht. Zwischen Zweifel und Hoffnung liegt nur ein schmaler Grat. Und mein Herz wird immer schwerer mit jedem neuen Tag. Hab gesehen, wie Vertrauen einfach langsam zerfällt. Mein Herz ist fast da vorne in dieser eisigen Welt. Manchmal fühle ich mich verloren zwischen gestern und jetzt. Hab zu viel schon erlebt und zu viele schon verletzt. Doch ich kämpfe weiter vorwärts, auch wenn keiner es sieht. Weil ein Teil von mir noch immer an das Gute glaubt tief. Vielleicht kommt irgendwann endlich die bessere Zeit, wo der Schmerz leiser wird und die Seele befreit wird. Bis dahin trage ich alles, was das Leben mir gab. Jede Narbe ein Kapitel, das ich überlebt hab. Und wenn das alles zerbricht und nichts mehr übrig bleibt, bleibt nur noch die Hoffnung, die mich trägt durch die dunkle Zeit. Manchmal lieg ich einfach wach und frag mich, ob noch was kommt. Meine Seele ist so schwer, meine Kraft geht davon. Alles dreht sich zu schnell in dieser dunkelkalten Zeit. Doch ich trage diesen Abend wie ein Teil meiner Persönlichkeit. Hab gelernt, stark zu sein, doch wenn keiner nach mir fragte, ob ich innerlich zerbrach oder mich was plagte. Und ich laufe durch die Straßen mit dem Blick nach vorn. Doch ein Teil von mir ist müde und der andere ist gestorben. Gestorben. Der andere ist gestorben.
All right. That was Viel zu oft Elin Bach. I'm sure they're sitting there together laughing at my glorious translation.
This show is basically Duolingo. Like, we're picking up each one of these words, internalizing it, and then ready to use it for the next, conversation we have in German.
I often wonder whenever we get a track that is a different language. I know, of course, rap originated in English. And sometimes I wonder, with the pronunciations and the how you pronounce things, is it always a one-to-one thing? And I because this is done more in a harmonic style. It's not just like straight rapping, which I think kind of takes out a little bit of the harshness in how you pronounce and say things. But I also wonder if there's any more possibility in like the word choice and the dialect to smooth out some of the statements, because at times it does feel like a little bit choppy on the flow. But I think that's just a casualty of having to translate and pronounce things in an entirely different language than the music style originated in. Say all that to say, I think you did a good job as far as like the flow and, just overall putting the song together. I do kind of wish that the vocals weren't doubled entirely throughout the track. I think in some places it sounded good, but other times it just sounded like unnecessarily overkill. It like wasn't negative, but it just felt like, why double up vocals there? Probably give it a little bit more like humanality, whatever humanistic traits, by just having a single layer where you can like hear somebody's vocal inflections in a single layer rather than just having it doubled all the time like a chorus. but overall, it was decent. I'd give it a uneducated American 7.
Those are the best kind of 7s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, for me, if you produced that, by the way, good production on it. I think you did a good job on the beat. The vocals, I liked the harmonizing. I liked, it sounds like you have a pretty good voice. I'll just tell you how I interpreted it. It didn't feel like the flow was off to me. Maybe I wasn't paying as close of attention just because I couldn't understand the words, but the flow seemed fine to me. It just felt like the vocals were a little too present. So that was my big takeaway, is it felt, instead of the vocals being blended into the instrumentation and just kind of having this natural listening experience, it kind of felt like the instrumental was playing and then the vocals were playing at the same time, if that makes sense. It's just, they're laying a little too on top of the beat, and I would put them further back into the beat to make it just more of a cohesive overall. So that's where I'm at. And because the vocals were so present, there was some harshness in the S's and some sibilance. So that's my recommendation, but I still thought it was decent as well. I think it's a good introduction to Mikey Mike 084. I'll give it a 7.5.
So Mikey Mike is the producer and the vocalist?
Sounds like he did both. So shout out.
I'm assuming Mikey Mike just doesn't either have a Discord or account or a Twitch account. Maybe his buddy is like, hey, got to get your music out there. Let's watch this show. Let's find some streams, get some music. And I'm just piecing together the scenario that we have here. So Torito, thank you.
Yeah. Tell your buddy he needs to make a Discord and come chop it up with us hooligans on the server.
Hooligans is pretty strong, okay?
Yeah. How would you describe it?
Rapscallions. I think rapscallions is more of the word that I was going for there.
I feel like if we were doing one of those Jackbox games where you draw things, there'd be a little scallion onion with glasses and a backwards hat. It's like a rapscallion.
Sorry, what'd you give it? You gave this a 7?
7.5.
I can't pay attention. I need to do my job.
Shout out 808 Diffraction. Tossing roses around shit. Hell yeah.
All right, I fixed Unit's track. We have it. It's ready. Here is Lost featuring The Fallen Dove.
I don't even know any of these emojis.
I'm glad somebody acknowledges my cuteness. Thank you.
Yeah, a fragile mind is where the evil is growing. I got depressive thoughts that never leave me alone. Why I feel so uncomfortable when leaving my home. I think that everything will work when I'm grown, but fuck, I was 16 when I dreamed of laying dead in a coffin. A year later, started an addiction to toxins. At 18, alcohol was water, it seemed like. I'm trying to find a way to outmaneuver the real life, but adults are all talking, and I'm the one mocking. And I never want to live for a market. I never want to work just to survive and sleep tonight. No, my head is in the sky. I put my ears all on flight mode. I hope the life is more than what it seems. I'm not a psycho, I just have expectations. Mother Nature's best disciple. In this world you're really blind till you open up your third eye. Wish for peace and healing doves when the birds cry. The first sign of me evolving as human being was when I start questioning if everything is what it's supposed to be. Yeah, what is my purpose? If everything is fake, then I'm worthless. And I'm losing myself and I'm gonna miss you. Who thought the change would take from my own heart? I think I lost my wealth. When I'm feeling good, it's like I lost myself. And I'm going through change, but I ain't the same. The kid that I left behind was so damn long. I miss the old me, but at least I'm not as lonely.
The lows are the lows I've been throwing up in
my tub. The homeless poets now stumbling and closing up. You were trapped in thought, you were very gone and lost. You were the first to be tossed, you're the one always at fault. 11 made mistakes, 12 cut in a vein, 13 lost your face, 14 found an empty place, 15 first in my life, 16 lost it in a night, 17 I died of life, 18 scared I won't survive. Seems so much ahead of me, but I knew how to bleed. If I never succeed, guess it isn't what it seemed. Can't reverse the flow, steady after you get old, and you die and life goes, and your children will grow. Don't stress essential role, some will add casual, some will act irrational. Life without death is incompatible. Kid, that's just a cycle. Just be Mother Earth's best disciple.
And I'm losing myself and I'm gonna miss you. Who thought the change would take from my own heart? And I'm going through change, but I ain't the same. The kid that I left behind was so damn lost. I'm so goddamn lost. And I'm losing myself and I'm gonna miss you. Who thought the change would take from my own heart? I never thought this could happen. And I'm going through change, but I ain't the same. The kid that I left behind was so damn lost. I was so damn lost.
All right, that was a Unit with Lost featuring the Fallen Dove. Bird, have you ever felt lost in your day-to-day life?
Never, not once. I'm basically a Cristobal Colombo. Just wherever I am, that's where I'm supposed to be. Yeah, it was crazy that last like 4 seconds where the backing vocals were just on there. I was like, oh damn, like that's great. That was a great sounding backing vocals. I think what kind of threw it off a little bit in the chorus is the distortion. I think that it was just too distorted. It came off a little harsh and just a little loud. Do you leave in the distortion and you just lower the volume of it? Maybe, but you hear how good it sounds at the end without it. I'd say just do that. That'd be my recommendation. I like the verses. I think Unit did a good job just like setting the scene of like, all right, we're going to talk about like, feeling lost. We're going to talk about drug use. We're going to talk about growing up. Am I right, kids? This is bad, right? For what it's worth, I don't think Dove did a bad job, but still not quite on beat. And it definitely came across a little muffled and mumbled in parts. Like it's like, oh, he's sort of on in this, but it's like hard to hear because he's not enunciating very well. So what would I give the overall song? I think I'm at a 6.
Okay. Real quick, Toretto. So on this Sunday show, everybody gets one free submission, and then subscribers get an extra submission. But anybody can also pay to skip the line if they want extra submissions on top of that. Reason for that is we try to make sure that we listen to everybody's track. And sometimes we get a lot of tracks like today. I think we're at a total of 16. So we want to make sure that we get through everybody's tracks in a timely fashion. So I think maybe that kind of answers your question. Lost by Unit. Yeah, I think Unit's definitely hit his groove as far as constructing solid verses. And the variety that he puts in, like between rapping and singing, is also hitting its nice pocket as well. He's getting better at executing hooks. I agree with what everybody said, so I'm not going to harp on it. But yeah, the effect that you did on the hook is just too harsh. You could probably get away with it if it, you smoothen it out, or find some way to kill the high end frequency, or maybe lessen the impact of that effect on the vocals. But maybe to what Bird said is maybe you don't even need it after all, and like just leave the vocals how they are. Maybe put some like choral effect on it, or slightly tunify it, whatever you want to do. But I see what you're going for with the effect. I think it just came out a little bit harsher than you expected. Dove's verse, Dove was on beat this time. I don't remember the last time we heard anything from them, but on beat this time. I still think that there's issues with like the word choice. Like sometimes there's words that don't necessarily eloquently execute a line, but it's that forced writing style of like, and kind of going back to what we said the last time he was actually a member of the community, is it all goes back to vocabulary. You have to have an expansive vocabulary and like also it's like a mental recognition thing. It's like when you're saying a line and it just feels super convoluted, you have to have the awareness to say, how can I say this differently, or what can I say in place of this, because this is a mouthful to execute. So I think it's twofold there. I think it's just vocabulary is still lacking, but also the mental awareness of like knowing when to change things up is still not there. But yes, on beat, I give this song overall, that I agree. I'm at a 6. All right. Next up. Chrono Flow.
And the flow of the chrono.
Then after that, I will bump up Waterboy because he subbed, and then we'll do La Rose. What is this? Not Tone Montana. All right. Boomerang, new mix. If you don't want to hear this song again, I understand, but I'd like to know if the mix is at least a little better, since that was the critique of it last time. Do you remember Boomerang by Chrono Flow?
I say it like once a stream, but I don't remember anything that happens here.
All right, let's see if this will refresh our memories, because I also vaguely don't remember.
I've
never heard this before.
I like the beat.
I do too. Hey.
Coming back like a boomerang, I ain't come to hang, I'm spinning fast, you ain't gotta say this is all a phase, you know how it's made. What's the point of life if you have a gripe with the way it works? All you do is bite, ripping through the flesh, you a certain type, say you know the best, but you're kidding, right? You don't know a thing. My point of reasoning is I'm a fiend. The meanest monsters have a certain scream, the meaning ponders on a certain theme, and I'm that person not to understand it. If you come to hang, then this is where it stands, I'm on a certain train, and it'll ride until you let it vanish. Fact you think it's random only tells me now that you're the type to give up when it's getting easy. I wait around late so that you can squeeze me. It's inconvenient, yet you think it's pleasing, and I won't wait around for you to seize me. The fact no one's sad cause you're out of line now, and when it gets bad you don't show the signs. Now you were never afraid just to say your thoughts, but now it's all swapped and it's up to me. Now like what? I do not understand it. Your brain is clouded and I'm left to man it, and this is how you push away the planet. You're not number one cause you can't even handle it, and matter of fact I don't wanna know. Your mind just acts so difficult, and when I leave you behind just don't forget I plan on coming back, and I'm coming back like a boomerang. I ain't come to hang, I'm spinning fast, you ain't gotta say this is all a phase, you know how it's made. What's the point of life if you have a gripe with the way it works? All you do is bite, ripping through the flesh, you a certain type, say you know the best, but you're kidding, right?
I'm the type that always comes home, calm soul, backbone, last hope. Even when I'm out alone, I set the tone, let the flow roam, complete the arc, and I'm back up in my zone, with a path unknown, mind of my own, heart carved to stone, don't feel I'm gone. Aerodynamic, circle back and get half sick, I'm handpicked. 3 in a row, that's hat tricks. Try to insult me, I laugh quick. My trajectory better be enough to put you to bed early. Error free at 10:30. If pressed firmly, you less worthy. Throw hate my way, return to sender. Ricochet off, I got no temper. Make you all remember who's your mentor, not off center. Distance ain't the trick, it's all in the angle. The spin keeps me honest. Trust the process, it'll come back, I promise.
I'm coming back like a boomerang. I ain't come to hang, I'm spinning fast, you ain't gotta say this is all a phase, you know how it's made. What's the point of life if you have a gripe with the way it works? All you do is bite, ripping through the flesh, you a certain type, say you know the best, but you're kidding, right? You don't know a thing.
No thing.
He's right.
He's 19
He's
years
right.
old here telling me about life.
I don't fucking know a thing.
All right. That was Boomerang by Chrono Flow featuring M Theory. Now I remember the song vaguely. I agree with what LaRose said. I think the vocals. I will say this. I remember there was disparity between the vocals. I don't remember on which end it was what, but I think the vocals do sound consistently the same now between yours and M Theory. But I think overall, like both sets of vocals could go up like 1 to 2 decibels. I don't know in your mix if you're using 2 compressors or not, but you could also, add a second compressor if you're not, to kind of that way you're not overworking one compressor and you kind of get that balance between the two. But yeah, I like the track. I like your flow on it. I think the transition to M Theory sounded a lot better from what I remember now. It didn't sound like I'm going from a cheap studio to a slightly less cheap studio, just a euphemism. I don't know. I'm not saying that they're cheap studios, but it didn't sound like I went from one location to another between the two artists. So I think that was cleaned up. I like the track. I will give it where it's at right now. I'd listen to this again. I give it 8.5.
It's funny because like I didn't remember it, and like when Chronoflow came in with his verse, I was just hearing his vocals and being like, I had the thought Chronoflow's final evolution of Pokemon is M Theory. I was like, if I could just hear M Theory, like if Chronoflow was like a little bit more polished, a little bit more like aggressive in the delivery, I was like, that's gonna be M Theory. And then M Theory came out. I was like, oh shit, what? Oh, there it is. Yeah, here's where I'm at. I think M Theory's verse sounds good on this. I think Chronoflow, I like where you're going. For me, to my ears, it still sounded like tinny. The vocals sounded tinny. It sounded like you're recording, I don't know, in a fucking tin can. I didn't like the quality of the vocals on your verse and on the chorus. And I do think there is a disparity still between yours and M Theory. For what it's worth, it does seem a little bit more natural. Like it wasn't such a jarring, like, who the fuck is this? There's an entirely different studio. But like, I wish I knew what to do or suggest for your vocals, because it does sound a little like when Dice, every now and then he's talking in the mic and it sounds like he went underwater. It has that same sort of quality to it where I wish it was just a little bit more present with less echo to it.
It's a little bit of heavy-handed in the mid-high frequency range that will add some tinniness and then also over compressing it. I know he's very heavy-handed on his compression.
That's a good way to put it. The compression feels over compressed. This is a fucking diamond.
I got your back, D-Bird.
Thank you. This is a mob car. Shout out LaRose. A mob car with a body in it at the junkyard being crushed a little bit. That is the vocal chain that you applied. It's still not a bad song. Like, I like it. I think the flow is good. Where am I at? Let's just call it a 7.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are we for the Chronoflow album?
10. I always support our community.
Can you not lie to the community? And let's back up like 10 seconds here. On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for the Chronoflow album?
12. Over the moon.
Right.
I'm going to be playing this on an upcoming road trip, front to back, and then maybe back to front.
Okay. All right.
What about you?
I'm at like an 8.5.
Okay.
I mean, the 2 tracks that we've heard so far are really good. I don't know. This is the unknown variable, the unknown knowns, the known unknowns. I don't know how the rest will be consistency-wise. So if he keeps up this energy on the rest of the project, then yeah, it'll get higher. All right. Where's Waterboy? Agua. Figure Me Out.
Figure me out. Me? Ow.
GMM 42084. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to send? That's being blocked. There's usually a reason that things get blocked. So I haven't seen somebody come in here and say, "Hey, I'm getting blocked" in a long time.
It's an erect penis with a swastika drawn on it. Why is this getting blocked? I don't know.
You guys don't like penises? What's good?
What's up? Oh, I thought this was America.
Mikey wanted to share his thoughts. Send them to your channel. Getting response by the mods. Well, if that's Mikey, I don't know. I guess it depends on what he's sending. But thank you for your thanks. And Summer Princess, don't you dare send us anything other than music. All right. Next up, Waterboy, Figure Me Out. Planning to add some additional layers, fillers, and ad-libs. Don't talk about it. Just do it.
Do it. I like this already.
Well, you know that life ain't a contest, but I know they all said there's strength in the numbers, but don't give any context. I'm far too complex, and I got a complex. I promise this, you'll never figure me out.
Now it feels like a challenge.
I'm convinced you'll never figure me out. You're always wondering what I'm about. You gotta figure it out. Go and give it a try. Well, you just gotta figure it out. So reach into your mind to find some time to think of me. Don't let it pass by and try to figure me out. The road I'm taking is the loneliest. I'm searching for the holiest feeling. I know I've counted every scar that I've gathered for heinous reasons. And I can feel me changing through the seasons. But I swear to God that you will never steal my shine away or take my pride away. I'm managing the mass of my stresses. I miss the lighter days, the ones where I could hide away, like making wishes, throwing stones into the river. I'm wishing things were different and I wasn't feeling bitter about the moments I can't control. Feeling it all crumbling, holding on to ideas of a life isn't that humbling unless it's all falling apart, turning to drugs and not art. I've been a shell of myself, I could use a fresher start. But for now I've been playing the part. I'm sitting idle, wondering why I'm in park. Put it in drive and head to any destination. Why wait? You've been afraid and bitter in rotation. It's that little yin and yang with a different persuasion. Switching the station, it's the best chance I got to make it up out of this pit. I'm trying to learn every day that I can always triumph and others won't see a thing. Well, I don't need my people to be king. I can sit atop my throne and see what life is here to bring. Cause life ain't a contest, but I know they all said there's strength in the numbers, but don't give any context. I'm far too complex, and I got a complex. I promise this, you'll never figure me out. And life ain't a contest, but I know they all said there's strength in the numbers, but don't give any context. I'm just too detached, that's why I can't relax. Hope you have my back while I figure me out. I had to get a grip on my reality. The truth left me wounded and bruised, but not a casualty. Casually moving forward, I'm not looking towards the back of me. Not running from my past, but I think it's been chasing after me. For far too long I've been running like I'm Gump. They said it'd be better in a hop, skip, and a jump. But the time that I spent alone, I had learned some harder lessons. It didn't hurt as bad if I had sought a friend's blessing to let them know that I'm hurting. Even though I'm not perfect, I'm worth it, cause I see it in the distance. It's my purpose, I just need a lended hand, and they're always giving it out, cause they really took the time to try to figure me out. Damn.
right, that was Waterboy. Figure Me Out. Little noises there.
Noises.
I like
Yeah,
this.
he's got a generator running in the background.
It's got the Tina Belcher noise. I like this track. I like the energy and the feeling behind it. I do think that the vocals are a bit harsh with the sibilants. It kind of fatigue wears out on my ears after a bit hearing all the S's that you say. But overall, I like the content. The one thing that I would nitpick on is that hook in the middle. It sounds sloppy with the doubles, but also I think that it might be a good opportunity to kind of exercise your vocal range. And I feel like it would sound better harmonized and maybe like half sung a little bit rather than just spoken wordish. Because then maybe those doubles would, blend a little bit more smoothly. The way that it comes off right now, it sounds like Tupac sloppy doubles, where, famously his doubles were never quite on time, but he made it work. But nobody else can seem to like get that unique style to sound good for them. It just kind of sounds super off as far as the timing of the doubles on that hook. So if I had to criticize anything, it's just the mix and the stylistic choices on that hook in the middle. Everything else other than that, I really enjoyed about this track. And I think maybe the sibilance makes the vocals feel a little bit loud because the kicks on this beat are very reserved and like the instrumentation sits a little bit further back. So it makes it feel like your vocals are very present. But, maybe if you guys can fix the harshness of the vocals, that kind of goes away. What else did I give it 8.5 to? Chronoflow? I'll give this 8.5.
I had a different take, but that's why we have two reviewers, I guess, or why? I guess just so
we have two reviewers because we're just hanging out and people just happen to be here.
Yeah, we have two reviewers because Dice gets lonely.
Damn right.
Look, here was my take. I loved this. I think it was a vibe. I loved the instrumentation. What's that instrumental? Asking for a friend. Just curious. Not going to steal it at all. This was great. I love this beat more than I love my own dog. And I've had him for like 6 years. So take that as you will. I think you did a good job with this. I liked the aggressive delivery. I do agree with the the doubles that Dice was talking about. I was thinking for the chorus, one of the drawbacks in my mind was it just felt a little complex for a chorus. You know what I mean? Like it's not that we can't understand. We're not just two dum-dums. It's like, this is the part where everything's building up to the chorus and it comes in. It's like, yeah. This should be the moment where you're tying everything together. And I think a lot of times in a verse, when you leave off the line in the middle of a sentence, like you can pull it off in a verse because there's a lot more runway. But for a chorus, it's like, I want complete thoughts, and I want simple thoughts. So the first two, you kind of leave off. The first line you leave off in the middle of a sentence, and then you kind of bring it around, and then you have a little bit more words than you need for the second part about like people trying to figure it out. I still think it worked with the music, but I do think it would be better if you simplified it, use less words, and really just kind of figured out how to make that part the universally relatable, like chant-alongable, like chorus, right?
Yeah, Waterboy, figure it out.
Figure it the fuck out.
Stop starting to figure out yourself and figure out this song. Okay.
Yeah. The only other thing that stood out to me, and again, this is from a baseline of I like this a lot. I think there was so many pockets, like 95% of this, like you're crushing, like the flow is on. I love it. There are like 5% where the flow falls off. And it fucking kills me. Right in the beginning, too, when the beat hasn't completely come in, there was a part where it's like, oh fuck, just so choppy through here. I'm getting seasick, brother. My little sea-doo is getting fucking splashed around by waves. So I do think there's like a couple parts where the flow isn't as smooth, and it bums me out because I love the song. So I'm at an 8.5.
All right. 8.5. Shout out to Waterboy.
But also, yeah, drop the instrumental in the chat, and I'll pretend like I still do music.
Don't fall for it, folks. All right, next up, Cruisin' by LaRose. Really want this on Stop Sign Music, which I'm assuming is his next project. If I can clean it up. Need some help from everybody on the hook. All right, chat, y'all heard the man. I want everybody to give their uninformed, biased opinions about this hook, because he says it drags, but I'm not sure how to keep the vibe if I add much more. Please don't submit the score. This is really far from. Oh, no, I'm going in the database. I'm unchecking that box. Scores hard coded into the rankings.
Oh, Toretto likes our show a lot. That's great. We don't always get such great feedback. You know, most of the times people send us, you know, erect penises with swastikas.
Most of the
and those get blocked.
Yeah, most of the time people are like, why isn't the show starting exactly at the top of the hour like you said it was? Where are you guys?
That too. They're like, what the fuck?
Hey, I can't upload my song. This site sucks. Like, these are the feedback that we normally get. So it's refreshing, Toretto. Thank you.
Music me.
Stop talking and play my song. Oh, wait. Have you heard the best Irish rap ever of all time? I promise it's great. I swear.
I love that you called it back, because I forgot about that. Well, look. No shade to the Irish, but every Irish rapper that's come through here has been the best one and has been really mad if we don't give him a 10.
Oh,
There's been multiple.
LaRose, that was another recent one. I invented a new genre. What was trance? Some shit. I forgot what it was. Psychedelic trance. I forgot. Trance. What was it?
Sometimes shit just sounds bad. You know what I mean? It's like, no, you don't get it. Like, this is a new thing. It's different. Maybe it shouldn't be. Maybe you shouldn't have different.
No. It purposely made it sound bad. It's supposed to sound that way. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah. No, the layers are supposed to clash. Everything's supposed to be screeching in your fucking ears while the fire alarm goes off. This is the new genre.
Oh, God. All right. Well, let's give LaRose a listen. Oh, wait. LaRose, I have some bad news for you. This one didn't upload all the way. Send it to me while we filibuster a little bit more.
That should be the description of our show on Twitch. The show is a dumpster fire in a hurricane. Shout out Ray Stans.
Is that a good or a bad thing? Right?
I don't know.
Like, maybe your arch nemesis, this dumpster on fire, like it slams into the side of their house and then their house just blows up. Could be a good thing.
You know, and maybe what's on fire in that dumpster is, you know, something that deserves to be on fire.
It's true. Like evidence.
Exactly.
All right. Let me grab this track real quick.
Out of curiosity, how many zeros do you think we've given?
In the history of the show?
Yeah. I feel like even really, really bad stuff, I give a 1 for trying if they're trying.
I think our hatred boiled to the climax at least 5 times, where we were like, we can't even give this a 1. This is unlistenable. It's a 0. Yeah. I think maybe like around 5 times, if I had to guess.
I've definitely like gotten on my high horse and ranted a bit, but even then it's like 2, 3. Yeah. Imagine that.
I've never in my life seen you on your high horse ranting.
My horse is high as fuck, brother. It took an entire weed brownie and is like, I'm not feeling anything. Took another weed brownie and that horse is high.
How do weed brownies work? Is there like a concentration? Is it like melatonin where there's like, here's a 5 milligram brownie and here's a 20 milligram brownie?
So nowadays, like, especially, well, in Oregon, weed shops are basically iPhone stores. You go in, you're like, I'd like this sort of experience. And then the fucking chick with dreadlocks behind the counter is like, oh, what kind of mood are you in? Oh, let me guide your experience. Like
you said chick with dreadlocks and I'm immediately out. Like, I'm good.
So yeah, they have like scientifically, this one's 5 milligrams, this one's 10, this one's 250. But back in the day when weed was illegal, I heard some people would just cook up a bunch of like pot in their brownies, and it's just like, whatever, I'm in college, I don't know. And then people would eat it. They're like, holy fuck, my mind exploded. So I think it's a lot chiller now because you have like professionals making it versus dumb college kids. And how it works, Dice, I've never done it. I promise. I actually hate weed. But how it works is you eat it and then your body digests it. And then like after an hour or so, that's when you get high. But if you're an idiot, you take it, you expect to be immediately high. And you're like, it didn't work. And then you eat another one. And that's when you're dead for like a day.
It lets you know, people who paid attention during school, about how the digestive system works and how long it takes nutrients to disperse throughout your body.
I had so many friends in college that was like, this shit isn't working. I got scammed. And then they eat another one, and then like I have to save them. Fireman carry them back to their room.
They're thinking that like the consumption where they start to feel full is also like, oh, it's in my bloodstream now and I should be immediately high.
Yeah, dumb.
All right. Well,
I think just don't do drugs, kids, is the message of the show.
Amen to that, brother. Hell yeah.
Dare to be cool.
The DARE program worked for me. They were like, hey, if you do marijuana, you're going to melt on the couch and your eyes are going to bulge out. Your parents are going to look at you. You're going to be basically like a scrambled egg. Do you want to be a scrambled egg, or do you want to be a whole little egg and grow into a nice little chick and then eventually a chicken? And I want it to be a chicken.
I want it to be a chicken.
All right. Here's Cruising by La Rose.
Brady Super Bowl. Yeah.
Which one? Which Super Bowl?
First one. That'll get you. Celebrating the GOAT.
Didn't know he was a GOAT back then, though.
He didn't.
I'm never mean, Catalyst.
Speaking of which, drugs ain't doing enough. That's like, what a great intro. Records. Well, DARE wasn't real, but it worked on this young gentleman below me. At least it worked for one kid. But I agree with you. They just brought drugs into our elementary school. It was like, don't do these.
They were right, Deeper.
Yeah.
3 a.m. in my bed. I lick you up. You give me head. Crack it once. Go again, take a nap, your beauty rest. Let it sleep, I get dressed. Go for a ride, ain't sleepy yet. Roll one up, clear my head. 4 a.m., city dead.
A sampler.
Missing every red, scenic roads. Spitting in the whip, I'm cruising.
did. Catalyst winning awards for being anti-drug. Right before we listen to his drugs ain't doing enough.
All right, that was Cruising by the Road. Work in progress. I don't mind this. I mean, it's obviously rough around the edges. I feel like the really only thing that it's missing is just a polished mix on it. Like, I feel like where you always have these pauses, delays would come in handy. Like when you'll say dun 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 dun, like you have these built-in spaces in your verses and in the hook, and I feel like it's not necessarily retooling it, it's knowing what mix elements and ear candy to kind of add in those pockets to make it sustainable without overdoing it. Because I feel like if you go back in and you change a lot of things, it changes the feeling and the dynamic of the song. So I feel like maybe some well-placed delays would service this track a lot better, especially in the second verse when you started out. There's something else I was going to say, but you guys keep talking about drug charcuterie boards. I don't know, like, I know Bird has mentioned this before, like about those dramatic pauses that you have, and I think for this particular track they work. I think that's really the only thing that I'm hearing that could fill in those voids is like some delays. Like, you know, I know what I was trying to think of. Who has a good like use of ad libs?
Young Jeezy.
Young Jeezy's one of them. But like, man, there's one artist in particular. I'll try to think of the name of it, but like they always have like a call to response. Bun B is one of them actually.
Prof.
Where they'll say stuff in their raps, but then they'll have an ad lib where they kind of like fill in that empty pocket all the time with an ad lib. And I think maybe that's kind of where I'm leaning towards like directing this particular song is like every time you have one of those spaces where you decide I'm not rapping my main lead here, like fill it with an ad lib, fill it with a delay. I feel like those kind of things, and it doesn't have to be prominent. I'm not saying do a bunch of yeahs and okays like Young Jeezy, but like
yeah,
fill the space with something vocally so that it doesn't sound like there's a whole bunch of periods in the middle of your verses. Like you should have commas well placed, but not a bunch of periods. So where this is at right now, I mean, it's rough mix wise. I give it a like 6.5, maybe a 7 on a good day. But I feel like this track has potential to be a 9 if you get all the polish and the execution done properly. So I'll give it a 6.5 right now, but that's not saying that it's a bad track. I'm just saying it's rough. It's really rough from a work in progress standpoint.
Shout out JCCS for the subs. Ah, that's right, brother. Fuck yeah.
All right. Hulk Hogan, calm down.
Oh yeah, brother. Look, LaRose. Again, I don't think I've ever been so off the same page as Dice. I have the exact opposite thoughts. I mean, it's kind of the same but diff. Same but diff. Hated the second verse. I think the second verse had too many periods and just choppy. It was too choppy. I liked the first verse, how you did it. It made sense. And I think the writing was good, like the nails on the head, like a crown, you know, like it's a really interesting mix of a cool voice and cool vocals. Like I think I've said it every time we hear a song, I'm like, oh, that's the potential is so good. Here's where I'm at with it. I think there are just some pieces to the flow in the raps. I just wish it was smoother. I wish you didn't have so many pauses. I think that's just a good baseline to start. There's a bunch of that. Sometimes it works. Sometimes
Bird?
Hello?
Are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Oh, weird. What happened?
Your stream just like died, and then you reappeared magically.
Oh, okay. Hi. Well, all I was saying is sometimes the pauses work, sometimes they don't. Just fucking stop it, you know? Just stop pausing. I like the first verse, don't like the second. The hook, here's the magic. Here's what you do. So you're like cruising, and then you have like a second line after that. I think you can do that and it's going to sound good. Cruising.
Yeah.
Cruising. Cruising. You know, like I think cruising, and then the last two lines like are a full one, right? I think that's what it is. The third line goes all the way, and then the fourth line, there's no cruising. It's just another continuation of it. That's how you make that hook. That's the way to do it. 7. Not that we're submitting this anyways, but yeah, good work in progress.
JCC with you, work in progress. Threw in some filler lines. Have it ready for the show. All right, JCC gifted a sub, so he continues to refuse to use my excellently built website. Says that there's problems that 20 other people don't have, and I refuse to accept that criticism live on the air, so I'm just going to slander his name for my own reputation's sake. All right, here, where is it? Copy.
Yeah, I think that's a general good rule of thumb, is just slander others before slandering yourself.
Yeah, like when in doubt, just accuse somebody else.
Yeah, what did you do to it? What did you do?
When your boss asks you, why didn't you fill out this report? Well, if Tom did his job, I would have.
Yeah. I didn't have the right information because fucking Tom sleep at the job.
You know, if that receptionist let me in the door, I would have came in on time. But
yeah,
I'm an hour late because she locked the front door.
Yeah, I was sitting there knocking like, hello, no one let me in.
All right, here is JCC with you, a work in progress.
I'm frozen, only you can see it, don't notice. Drift away from me, feel hopeless as you fall out of reach. I watch and try to talk, but I can't speak. Your stare is ice, your paralyzed, they paralyze me. I said it once, I'll say it twice, you still entice me. Every line, every lie, every word out your mouth. Oh, I think I'm a drown. I feel hopeless, I'm choked up on all of my words. Last we spoke, I would joke, but beneath I was hurt. I can't say how I feel, I don't know what is real anymore. I have so many issues, stuck in place, can't move on cause I miss you. I lost track of all the tissues I've been through, the drugs that I misuse to replace the ways that I felt when I was with you. With you, with you, with you, with you. With you, with you, with you. I'm going crazy, I'm not Jake, it's some imposter syndrome. So fucking lazy, days are hazy, they go by, I miss them. I'm in my room smoking, drinking all this booze alone. Don't have nobody, just me, this body I keep abusing my own. And I don't reach for the phone no more. Oh, I hate being sober, 'cause every second I spend trying to pull you in closer. I refuse to lose you, I just can't get the closure. Can't get the closure. How am I supposed to be alone? I only know myself with you. With you, with you, with you, with you. With you, with you, with you, with you.
All right. That was JCC with you, a work in progress. Before I forget, and before we start talking about this, to answer Ray Stan's question earlier, we will try to, yes, listen to the tournament tracks, but I don't think that we're going to score them. We'll probably just listen to them back to back to back, and maybe D Bird will say which one that he likes, given it's a free for all, both free for all tournaments, but we'll listen to them at the end of the show.
Yeah.
As far as
whatever you want. How
Yeah.
about that?
Yeah. As far as this track, I like it a lot. The only thing I don't like about it is the harsh vocals scratching my ears, and you probably can't see it here, but they're like profusely bleeding and squirting blood everywhere.
Yeah. Full on Kill Bill. Just-
But no, I definitely like the layout, the arrangement, and the execution of the track. The only thing really holding it back is the vocals are just so harsh with all the sibilants and the pronunciation, the S's. So if the mix can be improved on this, you'd have a solid banger on your hand. Where it's at right now, I'd give it a 9.
yeah. I'm the exact same. I guess me and Dice are back to being same again.
There we go.
Yeah, finally. I get uncomfortable when we're giving different ratings. So I'm like, what did I miss?
We got to go back
What
to
are
the
you
old
seeing?
days where we're arguing over like one word in a whole song.
I do miss the arguments. But no argument here. I think this is a solid track. The only issue I had with it was the mix. For me, especially the first, like before the song really started, as your vocals are in, I was like, holy fucking, what effects did you do to make this so uncomfortable to listen to? And then your verse came in, I was like, oh, okay, this makes sense. This is great. And then the with you part was just a little, like that could use a little smoothing out. I think that would be the focus areas, is like the with you, I think, smooth it out, maybe add another layer just to, like I said, make it a little bit more smooth. And then the fucking first part, yikes, that effect. Mix, easy fix, 9.
All right. Speaking of the DARE program, we got a song from Catalyst called Drugs Ain't Doing Enough.
The fucking DARE essay winner.
Hey, when you're talking about brownies, Catalyst has a song talking about it. Look at that. Look at that guy. Look at how we predict the cue just by talking about random nonsense.
I'll just also say voice of an angel. JCC's voice of an angel.
Who else has a voice of an angel on our server in our community?
Me, probably.
All right. All right. Catalyst says changing a bunch on this. Yada, 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 yada. But I love the hook. Let me know what y'all think. All right.
She said that I am always dreaming too much, but I said the drugs ain't doing enough, 'cause they ain't doing enough. Time floats by as I wave my goodbyes. Nothing is certain when I'm lost in my mind. I feel so behind most of myself when I'm breaking my spine. But I'm staying in motion and finding my motive, knowing they locust, blowing the coldest, thinking it's love, but finding it hopeless. Never a peace, but at least I'm breathing top of the trees, waving at me. I'm always alone, just stuck with my dreams. She said that I am always dreaming too much, but I said the drugs they ain't doing enough. 'Cause I said the drugs they ain't doing enough. She said that I am always dreaming too much, but I said the drugs they ain't doing enough. 'Cause I said the drugs they ain't doing enough.
Drugs ain't doing enough.
Here's my take. That hook's fire. I knew I recognized the backing song. Like, gun to the head, couldn't tell you what song it is, but I definitely recognized the instrumentation. I love the hook. I think it's great. Very clean. Your verse, I felt like it was just a little too loud for the mix. Like, I'd probably turn that part down just to make it blend a little bit more. Probably good to cut your drunk friend. You know what? Here, I'll just say this because I've seen it so many times where people are like, they come up with such dope shit and then it's ruined by the like drunken buddy who came over is like, let me on that, man. Let me on that. You're like, at some point, artists got to say no. Or do like Catalyst did and just like have some quality control at the end. You know what I mean? Like, just because they recorded to it doesn't mean you need to keep them on. So shout out for, having that producer mentality. I will also say that, like, I think the hook worked really well at the end. And when it first came in, it felt like there was something a little off in the third line of it. And then the verse came in and we all just moved on with our lives and just fine. It's a little nitpicky thing, but like maybe check that first time the hook comes in. Where am I at? Short and sweet. I'll do 8.5.
I'm going to be nitpicky as well because there's one thing I wanted to nitpick on.
Time floats by as I wave my goodbyes. Nothing is certain
Nothing is certain. Like, here's where I always like gripe on things about people about fully executing like full thoughts. Like, I feel like nothing's certain would flow a lot smoother than saying nothing is certain. It feels like a mouthful, and I feel like if you're doing a little
vibey track,
a little vibey drug incantation track, shortcuts are your best friend. So that, like, the first opening parts of your verse, you had like a couple of moments, that one, and then I think the line after it where you're like fully pronunciating an idea rather than taking verbal shortcuts to just get the point across. And I think those kind of slight little nuances and transitions would make a big difference in the flow and the feeling of it. But everything after that, I really like. So, I would just echo whatever B Bird said. Like, I think the hook is great. I think the feeling is good. I definitely don't want to hear a drunken and sloppy second verse from somebody who didn't put any effort into it. So, I think it's a good start to something, and I hope that you spend the time to actually finish it out. So I will give this a 8 where it's at. All right. What's going on? What happened? Ray Stands gifted a sub. Ray, what device are you on? Are you on your phone, or are you? It looks like you're on the phone. All right. So here's what I'm going to do, and I'm probably making an assumption here is that JCC and Ray Stands are submitting from an iPhone, and that is the one device I have not tested due to Apple's horrible phone file structure format. So after the show, I will test that, and then You submitted from a PC. Don't lie, JCC, just to make me look bad. don't
You
tell.
thought you figured it out, didn't you?
Don't lie to people. But I'll go back and I'll figure it out. I'll try to figure it out at least. All right. Here's Ray's gifted sub submission called "Like a Birthday."
Oh, blow you like a birthday.
Is that where you got that from?
I'm just assuming that's what the song's about.
Okay, wild assumption there, but all right.
Blow you like candles on a birthday cake.
It's a crazy song, Ray. Oh,
wild song, right?
Wow, wild that you would want us all to hear that with our 18 viewers.
Performing in Atlanta has really changed you, brother.
Yeah, man. You need to get out of those woods that you've been performing in the backwoods. All right, here is Ray
Catalyst
with "Like a Birthday." Later, Callus.
Yeah.
AOX9.
Yeah. Give me 2 bad bitches at the same damn time. Money bag that you hand me at the state line. 2 steaks, cook a medium rare. Roll a blunt on the beach, put my feet in the air. Give me 2 chains, loaded with a few stones. Alexander Wayne cut, throwing off them blue tones. Give me love, give me something to do. Give me marquee stage, I'll be up in a few. Waking up, interrupted by a phone ring. Funny all the drama and commotion at the throne ring. When the money coming in, it's not a slow thing. And I ain't never seeking a half, I want the whole thing. Fuck it, baby, why not? Cooking up the sauce in the stove, and baby, mine's hotter than a southern Alabama summer fish fry. Talking about you got this, let me see a bitch try. Ooh, I'm so official. Running from the start of the bell, I hear a whistle. Ray, don't you ever get tired? Maybe a little, but my dear, when the money would talk, hard as a missile. Give me all that, fuck it if it's reckless. Cartier stone cuts and the necklace. I want it all 10 times in the worst way. I want a ball, hit your boy like a birthday. Like a birthday. I want it all 10 times in the worst way. In the worst way. I want a ball, hit your boy like a birthday. Nah, I don't want much but a lump. Petty cash, some may rob, 50 cent with a pump. Betty has some luxury apartments full of baddies and they pay rent. Fucking on them daily, make me wonder where the day went. It's a damn fine view. I'm in roasted and she's staying 5'2". Don't mean to boast, but my pedestals is most high. Tripping off the platinum, let me get that multi. Give me all that, fuck it if it's reckless. Cartier stone cuts and the necklace. I want it all 10 times in the worst way. I want a ball, hit your boy like a birthday. Like a birthday. I want it all 10 times in the worst way. In the worst way. I want a ball, hit your boy like a birthday.
Hit your boy like a birthday.
Hit your boy like a bird. Let me listen to that again.
Cuts in the necklace. I want it all 10 times in the worst way. I want a ball, hit your boy like a birthday. Like a birthday. I want it all 10 times in the worst way. In the worst way. I want a ball, hit your boy like a birthday.
I want a ball,
hit your boy like a birthday. First off, I hate the hook. Primarily just because of that last line, and I don't understand. Hit your boy like a birthday. I guess you mean like when everybody messages you on your birthday and says, "Oh, hey, happy birthday." I don't really give a shit, but I got a notification on my phone and acknowledging your existence. Maybe that's what you mean. Hit your boy.
Mm-hmm. I think that's it.
Give me things. Okay, that too. I'd say it differently.
Tap that ass like a birthday.
I'm so confused and conflicted about this track. Like, I think that it was well written and well put together. I just find myself not really invested in it for some reason, and I can't quite put the finger on the nose as to why. I think there's some clever lines in it. I think Ray did a good job switching up his flow in different parts. He was really in the pocket. The hook is kind of whatever. You know, I don't know. It just doesn't hit with me for some reason. And maybe it's from the beat. Maybe it's just like the delivery is a little bit up tempo. Maybe that's what it is. I think it's like there's not a lot of like hype anthem songs that are giving you like quick-witted lyrics. I think that's part of the problem, right? It's like the delivery, the pace of the delivery is very upbeat, but the beat kind of leads itself to more like chanting anthem-ish type music. So it like I feel this like musical conflict as I'm listening to it of like, why are there so many raps, even though they're good raps? I don't know what to do with this, but respectfully, I will give it an 8 because aside from the hook, I think you did everything else well. I can't get it across the finish line because I don't know that this really feels like a winner of a track. But I'm not gonna like discount the skill point wise because of that. I just think the right person might like it. I just don't. So I'll give it an 8.
Yeah. I'm stuck too. Like this is tough for me because it's like on one hand, I want to encourage more of this. I want to encourage the same delivery, like the same aggressive style, the same writing. On the other hand, like it does seem like there's certain vibes for certain instrumentals, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's just something that you learn over time. And like this is a 2 Chainz instrumental, I believe. Like, and if you look at what he did with it, like there was just a lot of like 2 Chainz, you know, just like a lot of ear candies, a lot of like just kind of noises and him fucking around. And he has kind of a slow, methodical approach to it, right? He doesn't say much, but he says it enthusiastically. So I think for this, I'll double down on what Dice said. I hate the hook. I can't fucking stand it. Worst way, in the worst way. I hate this in the worst way. Again, I think it's just simplifying and like there's just a bunch of different there's like 1,000 different threads to pick apart at the hook, but let's just say simplify and like just we'll leave that there. I think one of the things that stood out to me, and maybe this is the sense that Dice got too, I won't put words in his mouth, but like hearing some of these things you talk about, some of them felt like kind of authentic because of the details, like the Southern fish fry. I was like, oh, that's kind of a fun line. And then some of them like Cartier frames and all this other shit. I'm like, I don't know if that feels authentic. You know what I mean? And I think in general, it felt like you were kind of putting on a show versus like talking from a place of authenticity. And it came out sometimes in the ad libs where you do like a half-hearted woo. It's like, no, I want to woo. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like the same for just some of the material as well. Is like, I want you to lean in, say it with your chest, and not just delivery wise, but like, okay, if you're fucking a bitch while, you know, cooking up some fish, you know, let's talk about it. Look, let's just fucking cut to the chase. I think I'm at a 7 where it's at, but I think I want to hear more of this. It's just some of the nuances and some of the details.
There has to be a balance between Ray Stan's political raps and Ray Stan's club raps. There has to be some sort of like delicate medium where it feels authentic, but it's not like one extreme or the other extreme.
I like the idea of Ray talking about fucking bitches and just, you know, talking his shit. But I also think like the more you talk about like cars, as much as, you know, we love red car, the more you talk about like the, you know, jewelry or whatever else, it's like, it feels like it's leaning into generic rap more. And you're not a generic rapper. You have fun things to say with interesting lines.
All right.
That's what I'd say.
Speaking of Ray Stans, next up, Ray by Prod JP. Uh, 3 menu options. Look, I'm a huge fan of Chick-fil-A and Raisin Cane's. Like, I'm all for the simplified menu of this is all we got.
Shout out Raising Cane's. That's my shit.
You come here and you wanted something, you wanted like a salad with some croutons, you go somewhere else. All we got is this. So I'm all for the simplified menu. All right. Next up, Prod JP, Ray. I will warn the listening audience. We don't know what's going to happen when I press play here. Ear warning that it may be loud. It may not be loud. So we'll all find out as a family, and I will adjust the volume accordingly. But I have learned to say that before I press play on this. And, of course, Summer Princess is excited about that because why wouldn't she be?
Hell yeah. Super loud? Fuck yeah.
Yeah, she definitely busted out the Wayne's World, the accent there. Hell yeah, brother. All right, here's Prod JP with Ray.
You do a good white person.
So good. Oh, wait. Oh, look at that, normal beat.
Did name this beat Ray, so maybe this is made for you, Ray.
All right, I think I got a good gist of it. I would definitely say that one section where you had the crashing hi-hat just going on forever. The hi-hat is too loud. I think Wolf the Dragon said that in the chat as well. But I think this is probably one of the more normal beats that you've submitted to it. Like it's always this, when we talk about Ray having extremes of either it's political or it's like just club track, Prod JP has extremes of beat making. Either it's like some loud rave beat or it's like something like super tame and melancholy. And I think this is kind of in between those two. You've got some rage-ish aspects in the melodies, but I think your drum line, your drum pattern, and your percussion is pretty solid. Albeit the mixing just needs more work as far as what sounds need to be elevated and which sounds need to be a little bit more reserved. So I like the feel of it. I just think that the mix is slightly off. I'd give this 7.5.
I would echo what Dice says. I think that like there's definitely a vibe to it, and I think there's different parts of this that like are pretty good and even work together well. But it feels like, you know, I won't even expand it to like a generic experience when we get your beats, but I'll just even point it at this and say maybe this is a bit of a trend where it's like it feels like you get a baseline of something, you're like, okay, this is good. And then you add something more to that. And then you kind of lose track of like, well, what else can we do here? You know what I mean? Like you had this do 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 do. Great. What else? You know what I mean? Like what fucking else? There has to be more to it. So I think it's a good start. But then instead of like, okay, let's change up the like instead of changing the mains, you kept that same main basically throughout the whole fucking thing. And then all you added was insane amounts of hi-hats and like a couple farty noises in the background. Like even some of the farts sounded good with it, but that doesn't change the fact that the main's playing the same way the whole fucking time. So that would be my suggestion is like, it can't just be one thing the whole time. Even if you add other layers and other instruments, you still have to have some sort of differentiation in the main melody. So I'm at a 7.
All right, and we got a skip from Wolf the Dragon.
Let me just comment on Ray in the chat right now. He says he does own Prada sunglasses, but they're made of rubber. Say that then. You know, chilling by the pool with my Prada glasses, my rubber Prada glasses. That's a bar. Chilling by the pool with my rubber Prada glasses.
Can say I got a rubber on my face and a rubber on my cock.
Boom.
Bad bitch come around, put her on top.
Oh, this guy raps or something.
It's a smidgen.
Hey.
Look, if anybody wants me to ghostwrite for them, I'm available.
It's going to be all about the woman on top because Dice is a pillow princess.
I'm just going to, anytime anybody asks me to write for them, I'm just going to write from the perspective of Ray Stans, like every single time. All right.
Birthday.
We got a skip from Wolf the Dragon. Shout out to Wolf. Welcome back. This is called Heat.
Yeah, you know what time it is in Wichita Falls. We tearing shit up like we always do. Real talk. Gotta let these traveling ass haters know they can't fuck with us. We out here just trying to live life. Still, you know it's on site. Anyways, I think it's time to see the ladies shake that ass in the club. Get real nasty, you heard it? Let's get this shit. Yeah.
Flames gone wild with the heat on the scene, bass bumping in the trunk. Bring the ass back like a dump truck, baby, as I'm rolling up. I'm really sick about the bullshit, so I choose to rise above. I'm a freak, can't keep the wolf on the leash. I'm going barrel, got the bad bitch on the knees. I'm creeping through the innocent to my reality. But in the Jeep, can't ring it, no, you can't compete. I'm a rise to the day I fucking die, yeah. Stop by player from the Zane. On the ground, moving up, I must survive, yeah. Can't go out of your pain. Can't complain, cause I'll never stay the same, yeah. On the mission to complete the daily human prophecy, so now I bring the heat. Turn up in the tempo, making lights and making waves. I'm receiving through the system and redo the better days. As you look into a plate of greater change, feel the rage and what you once accepted, reflected above the mirror of the low. Nothing to those, I'm playing pool with the planet acting like a fool. What you do when you finally realize all the lies you cannot compete it up because you know you're gonna feel it. I'm a rise to the day I fucking die, yeah. Stop a player from the Zane. On the ground, moving up, I must survive, yeah. Can't go out of your pain. Can't complain, cause I'll never stay the same, yeah. On the mission to complete the daily human prophecy, so now I bring the heat.
All right, that was Wolf the Dragon with Heat.
This motherfucker. Oh, so you do know how to fade out. Why don't you fade in then? It's like, oh, do you see how that song kind of worked as it faded out? Like it served a purpose. Why the hell didn't you do that on the way in? I think right off the bat, it just like comes in. You're like, oh, and of course you like talk for 30 minutes or 30 felt like 30 minutes. You talk for 30 seconds. So it's fine that you don't just hop right into the rapping. At least that's the case. But I think you got to have more of a lead in. My guess what happened here is like maybe the first minute of the song is not that. Maybe the first minute is kind of fucked up or he didn't want to use it. So I think he started the instrumental in the middle. Like I really think it starts at like 30 seconds into where the beat starts. At least that's what it felt like to me. Even if that was the case, you should, have it gradually come in, not just hit you in the face right away. But I will say that I liked it in general. I like your style. I like your approach to this. And I think it sounded good other than the mix. The mix is fucked. There's just like too much reverb. It kind of sounds like the effect that you put on vocals from like Pro Tools back in the day, where it's like the other room, where like it sounds like you're recording one room over. I would just say that in general, of like the vocals sound kind of distant in this mix, but I really like the harmonies and your approach to this. So just better mix, fade in, boom, done. 7.75.
Okay. I'm gonna age myself here, but as I listened to this song, it just sounded nearly identical to the artist Crazy Bone. He used to have this group of people that he did music with, and they had this little kind of like how Eminem and, you know, Kaniva and Swifty, and they have their alter egos of D12. Crazy Bone and his crew, they had some alter egos called the Night Riders, where it's basically them rapping, but like pitched up vocals. Not quite chipmunkish, but like in that same realm, where they just basically did songs as the Night Riders, and they'd had like the little Kiss face paint and shit and all this stuff on. Look it up. Anyway, but like his first couple of albums, he had like this group called the Night Riders, and they would make these like high-pitched vocal songs with just like these altering egos and personalities. And as I'm listening to this, it just sounds something like that, where it's just like you're trying different things like every 8 bars or so, where it just always feels like a different personality, so to speak, or transition. It sounds experimental at times, I would say. Like there's not, if I had to think of this as a singular song, it doesn't sound cohesive from start to finish with a concept or a one particular style, I should say. The concept is the same, but the style changes. So I think that's probably the one thing that I would probably knock it for, is just like from a listening experience, it's not cohesive and consistent from start to finish, albeit you did a good job executing on what you were trying to do. So it can lead to like listener confusion of like, what am I really listening to here? Because this guy keeps changing his voice every 8 bars. So that's kind of like where I would leave it at. That is like, it may be a fun track to make and fun listen in some aspects, but it can also be kind of like a what in the hell is going on here experience for people who, you know, just kind of want to sit down and listen to quote unquote regular music. I give it a 7. Shrugging 7.
Shrugging 7.
Shrugging 7.
I like to use my different voices.
Hey man,
the voices, they call to me.
The voices in my head, sometimes they make their own songs. All right, next up, Shadows, Wonder. Nothing too crazy. Tried to go more simple yet impactful. I know big words. Mostly want any kind of advice, from arrangements to the sound selection or even mixing tips. Thank you, Bird Dice.
Bird Dice.
I'm not sure how I feel about Bird Dice, but noted.
Bird Dice.
I think they should just stay
Ryan.
We are one.
No, God no.
What is it? Where we go one, we go all.
Is that a saying?
I think that's
one for all for one is the Musketeers.
Yeah. What was that conspiracy theory that was like, oh, Trump's like George Washington, and like, oh, QAnon. I think it was a QAnon thing. It's like funny, they're real quiet now that they control the government and like things are still going bad.
Tell me how that works.
Weird.
right, that was Wonder by Shadows. Not a song, it's the instrumental. I in general, I like this. If I have to like nitpick on something to like move it up a notch, the one thing that I would say is that bass, that deep bass that you have, maybe lower the volume of that a little bit. It just feels a little bit overpowering in terms of everything else that's going on. And I think having that be a little bit more subtle rather than just like wham in the side of your face might add to like getting more invested in the melody and everything else that you have going on. Otherwise, like, I think you did a good job with the arrangement, and you know, there's enough variety in here where it kind of switches up where I want it to switch up, and everything else sounds pretty cohesive. I just think the bass just kicks you a little bit too hard, and maybe making it a little bit more subtle would go a long way. I give it a 7.75. Take Bird's number.
Fucking, that's why we're Bird Dice, baby. Look, I co-sign everything you said. That's exactly how I felt. I like this overall. I think it's great. The one piece that I would suggest rearranging the volume of that bass. It's just a little bit too much for everything else going on in there, but for the most part, like, I liked it. And I would say it's a sign of a good beat when I start like mumbling along to it to try and like, you know, see how I would approach rapping over the beat. So you got the mumble test passed. 7.8. Well, it's really a 7.75, but it rounds up to 8. So what can you do?
What would you do if you were a producer and a rapper you didn't like started mumbling as your beat was playing? You're like, oh shit, he's gonna rap on my beat.
I'd immediately make it private. I was like, private.
Like, wait, I don't want you to mumble over it. I want the other guy.
Look, I'm not a producer, but I've thought about that a lot, where it's like, once you're done with the arrangement, then it's kind of out in the world. And like, especially if you're selling your beats, it's like anyone can just buy that off the website. Is it a bad look if somebody who's real bad just does a song to it? You're like, not what I envisioned for my baby. But also, you're like a parent who, you know, some fucking dirtbag on a motorcycle took your little princess to homecoming. It's like, you don't really have a say in that.
I almost name dropped somebody as an example. But let's move on to the show. Next up, Dez 411 featuring Comfy wants mixed feedback. Please.
411. It's the 411.
Is that still a thing? Can you still dial 411?
Can't dial 911 either.
The 411 is you gotta get it done. Make some funds, raise the sun. Go all in a numb. You ain't escaping here with nothing. Consider you in your life busting. You out here receiving concussions, constant deductions. Sometimes it feel like you grinding for nothing. Gotta keep in mind you turning nothing to something. Keep your heart up and keep pumping. Shit be sounding redundant, but every setback gotta point you ain't seen it coming. Stay in your riding. One day you rise above it stunning. Gotta keep your head up, never let it hanging by your thread. Ain't silent to catch a better way. The testament flame hanging detangled and mangled out of a rope that is strangled, minute deranged and flame enabled, damn souls unfolded in emotion. Gotta keep notice, they don't give a fuck about us. Coast to coast, so keep on throwing all your fingers up. Where you from? Yeah. The 411 is you gotta get it done. Make some funds, raise the sun. Go all in a numb. You ain't escaping here with nothing. Consider you in your life busting. You out here receiving concussions, constant deductions. Sometimes it feel like you grinding for nothing. Gotta keep in mind you turning nothing to something. Keep your heart up and keep pumping. Shit be sounding redundant, but every setback gotta point you ain't seen it coming. Stay in your riding. One day you rise above it stunning.
Undercover, under shadows you be ducking. If you heavy like the shocks from my hip, you best not be bucking. If you bugging, get the raid, yes, we spraying like your pumpkin. Don't squash beef, just dice and mince the shit. Knock your gourd till it's hollow, we ain't never failed to hit. Like Flintstones, we bout to rocket shit. Rock 'em, sock 'em, clip, neck up, chin, gone from the brass I spit. Bro gang, let your motherfucking nuts hang.
Yeah.
We gon' get this while or die on
gotta.
Are you going back to the Flintstones line?
No, I'm going back to what he just. I mean that too, but he said why they work so hard. Something they under ass eating, as opposed to over ass eating.
I missed that. Yeah, let's just listen to the
Mr. Shit, knock your gourd till it's hollow. We ain't never failed to hit like Flintstones. We bout to rocket shit, rock 'em, sock 'em, clip, neck up, chin, gone from the brass I spit. Bro gang, let your motherfucking nuts hang. We gon' get this while or die on the front page. 9 to 5 at one time, get off in the evening. Why I work so hard while they on their ass eating? Man, fuck that, run my shit. No jewels, cars, phones, clothes, homes. I'm taking all of that. This rap shit better pay off, or I'm coming from the stool with the strap in the back, fully mad. It's a doggy dog world, and I'm running bull mastiff. Which while we're on the way, better get inside your house and verbal delousing. I'm out the fucking pound, smoking pound, Scooby snacks in the popper, blow the magic round. I let my voice carry the resonance of the sound. If we blowing out your eardrums, you won't hear us sneak around. I hear your mama and your sis calling my name. What a shame, gotta go spit a game. Toodles now.
Toodles now. No way did he end his verse with Toodles now. Oh, I love it.
411 by Dez featuring Comfy. Comfy's, if I have to give mixed feedback, Comfy's vocals just sound like he like dialed in from 1992 on a payphone. And he's like, hey, press record.
Press record.
Either that or he's in prison right now and you recorded him from a correctional facility. But his vocals definitely just quality is poor. And I'm not sure that you can quite recover anything from that because it just sounds like a recording issue, not a mixing issue. If I had to give some other feedback, Dez, on your verse, it sounds like there's kind of like word vomit happening every now and then where you're just kind of like saying a bunch of lines that don't quite fit the tempo of the beat, but you don't make any timing adjustment. You just keep going and you kind of just like power through it till it's back on beat. But I wish that you would have like done some self-correction and improved the timing a little bit. I liked your verse. It just felt like you just had a bunch of run-on sentences here and there. Good beat choice, but I think execution could be better. I'd give this a 5.5, mostly carried by Dez's part. Like I didn't really enjoy Comfy on this. I think I wanted to enjoy your part more, Dez, is just the timing issues.
Yeah, I mean, I pretty much had the same feedback. I think that some of the run-on sentences were tough for the first part, but then looking back after the second verse came in, I was like, oh, we were being spoiled with the first verse.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Candy.
Like the second verse, the quality was just crazy bad. And some of the lines, some of them didn't rhyme. Some of them made no fucking sense. Like the one that stood out to me immediately was like, we're like the Flintstones. We got this rocket ship. I was like, I think you're thinking of the Jetsons. Like there's no...
I mean, I get it. Like, okay, you rock it, but the way that it's worded doesn't really flow into like, I'm relating Flintstones to rock. It's like you go from, like you said, I would rather you hear like, I'm like the Jetsons because I rocket ship, not I'm the Flintstones because I rock it ship. Just bad.
Yeah. So there's just words issues, rhymes issues, line issues for the second, quality issues the second one. Like I like his enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Had a good delivery. Yeah, I think it's like there's something there. It's just not as polished as the first verse. And the first verse, I liked the delivery. I liked it. I think we were talking about the mix. The plosives were a little loud. So like all of the P's like were coming through pretty good. So maybe consider doing something on that front. And then like Dice said, like cutting off some of those lines before you just smush them into the next one. You know what I mean? And it did feel kind of like you were just rhyming to rhyme at some points. You know what I mean? Like bibbity bobbity boo. And like, well, why? But not a bad verse. I'll do a 5.5 as well.
All right. Next up, R.I.P. Lux Coldness be my god.
The community's been waiting. They're like, yes, Riplux, finally. Let's go.
All right. Coldness be my god.
God. Full screen.
Spider, what's the count?
All right.
I don't even think we're gonna sell out today, man.
There we go.
Yo, Bodie.
Shout out
Yo,
The
Bodie.
Wire.
Yo, Bodie, you better run, yo. Yo, this is my corner. I ain't running nowhere. Oh, Bodie, is you crazy?
Yeah. Shooters on a late train. Yeah. Wash away the rain, yo.
Yo, coldness be my god, life, flashlight from region block, Skynet leading its sleeping livestock across the scaffold, steaming hot metros, backdoors that slop in your brain wave, playing beat the clock and lead chains, pray, shooters on a late train, back page wave, flying the same way, wash away the rain with flat champagne. Bushies blazer slash face, I call a spade, this universe crooked cash game, see fate, 360 frame, I'm just trying to crack a safe. NASDAQ lights flash a crashing rate. Embrace your fate, you late stage, latter day sane, capital slaves and kill each other till the last day.
Like the antithesis of dice.
Yeah. Machine desire code, blindfold mind control, a lie plus a line of blow, make its way slowly down a primate spinal cord. Keys open cellar doors, centerfold hoes, salivate on my ballon doors. Yo, all roads lead to this moment, stories repeat like a comet's orbit. Trying to terraform this roach, been swarming with blood, oil, and disease. Scrub the floor for a week, but you can't wash a bad omen with bleach. As for me, I keep my glass half full. Benzos and Red Bulls, I've seen the static sky, still compelled by land's pull. Span full moons and falls, motel rooms like a broken android, dreaming of lamb's wool. And send some shots from the grass knoll now and then for the dollar bill.
I'm not serious. I knew there was not going to be a hook. I've never heard him make a single hook. I would be surprised if there wasn't. All right. That was Rip Lux with Coldness Be My God. Press pause there. All the little hippity hoppity rap nerds are rejoicing right now. Look, I'm not gonna sound like a broken record, but I'm gonna sound like a broken record. Like I said, I never expect a hook on any Rip Lux track. Obviously, it's gonna be some DJ Scratch vocal sample from the 90s or early 2000s, copy paste formula all over again. And again, I want to celebrate his lyricism, but I'm trying to think of an eloquent way to like express it in a new and different manner. And the only thing I can say is it lacks relatable imagery. Like when you talk about blood dripping down spinal cords and all the other stuff, like sure, like the rhyme patterns are very intricate and they're very well put together, but from a relatability standpoint, it's hard for me to like find something enjoyable about it for a general listener. And that's why I say like the rap nerds are going to rejoice because they're like, oh, look at the complex rhyme patterns, look at the things that he did in the inner rhyme schemes. But from a general music standpoint, like if I had to compare this to like songs from Nas's Illmatic, like it doesn't give you the same street imagery. Like when you say this is East Coast vibes, like it sounds East Coast-ish, but it doesn't have anything relatable from like a street mentality. It's just a rap mentality. It's like, let me tell you all these raps that I can put together sans relatable imagery. There's some moments in here where he's talking about, you know, things that can be relatable, but it's missing a lot of like stories, and I want more storytelling out of it and less like, let me show you all the rhymes I can put together. So I know everybody's like, oh yeah, love the lyricism. I love the lyricism too, but I want to be able to like harken back to something without sounding like a fucking AI generated prompt. And I feel like, I'm not saying that this is anything to do with AI, but it just feels robotic and stale at times. And I want more human things in the lyrics is all that I ask for. So that said, I'll give it a 7 for lyrics.
7 for lyrics. I said this is the antithesis of Dice, and here's what I meant. Like, so especially in this, like not always, but like I think in this one particularly, Rip Lux did a lot of bleeding into the other lines, right? Like he had a lot of lines that just continued longer than they should have. And then what happened with that is you hear him trying to catch up because like he needs to come in earlier than where would be comfortable, right? You just ended a line. Now you have to start one. And there is some skill in that of like making it sound effortless or making it sound, natural to the beat and the flow of it. At the same time, there were a couple moments in there where you heard him having to like, oh shit, I gotta get to that line so I can come in at the right time for the flow to make sense. And I think that Dice is the opposite, where he's like, all right, I've got this much time. Let's figure out the perfect amount of words to make this comfortable spacing and like, kind of have it be a period rather than just a run on. That's the way I would describe your style, Dice, is like you're very much like, here's the part, I'm going to make it sound comfortable and cool. And like that's my focus, is being as comfortable in this time signature as possible versus chasing some early complex shit. So I would just say this about it. I like the complexity. I like the writing. I like the tone. I do think this one had more moments where it felt like you were trying to catch up than what I normally hear. So I'm at an 8 for this one.
All right. 7 and 8. All right.
Was I wrong? Do you feel like that's your style, Dice?
I would say like in general, yeah, there's a pocket, and then that pocket is the level of comfort in which you can execute the lyrics and also repeat the lyrics. There's a time and a place for like running on and trailing in and trailing off into the next line. And I think that happens more so in the boom bap style than it does in just general hip hop. But, I'd say like in general, yeah, you're right.
I mean, and I'm not trying to mischaracterize you by any chance.
It's too late
but
for
I
that.
would say that you put a lot of thought and effort into making songs simple. And I feel like Rip Lux is kind of the opposite, is he puts a lot of thought and effort into making songs complex.
I think here's the difference.
Both have a place.
Here's the difference from my writing style is, and I've probably said this a few times before, but whenever I'm working on a song, I'll spend like 30, 40 minutes writing it. And like, it's not necessarily first thought goes on paper, but it's like first pass is what I'm going with. Is it complex? Is it simple? It's whatever I come up with in that moment. But I think more so from a song making perspective, I'm trying to make it, can I go back and can I do this again without it being a fucking task, right? Like if I was at a Rip Lux show and the whole audience was repeating this word for word at the same time that he was doing it, I would be fucking amazed. And I think that's my perspective from song making, is like, is this going to gel with the person that's going to listen to it and they're going to be able to like feel something and sing along with it? I'm not saying every song needs to be made in that aspect, but that's my creative approach, is like, I want you to feel whatever the fuck I'm talking about. Because normally I'm talking about my life shit. This has nothing to do with his life. So I don't expect it to have that same perspective. But that's why I say, like, when you talk about he's running on into the next line, it's hard for me to go back and like rap alongside him word for word. Like that's where I kind of like lose interest in this, is because there's no repeatability for me.
Maybe you get better at rapping.
I could, but that's too much work.
Yeah, fuck working at rap. We do this because we don't want to work.
If I was getting paid more, then sure. Yeah, I'll work a little bit harder.
Yeah.
All right, next up, Tone Montana. Welcome back to the show. Haven't heard that name in a while. This is called
Tone.
Did They Forget? I didn't forget. I didn't forget your name, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Apple.
Best.
Oh God.
Uh-oh. Apple in my eye.
Let me see. How do I want to play this?
Man, you know it'd be super bomb right now? Fucking Eggo waffle.
Our minds went into the same direction, but I think the presentation drastically different because I was going to say Waffle House.
I would do a waffle. You know what? Maybe after this, I'll go to fucking IHOP and then pair it with a nice IKEA sundae.
IKEA sundae?
Couple shit.
Do you think IKEA cares that people like show up there just for food?
Dude, okay. I was there a couple months ago and their food is dog shit. I had this idea in my head of IKEA being good, Swedish meatballs, whatever. I went there and it's like a literal cold lunch lady line where they're
Like
just
high
like
school cafeteria?
Yeah. They're like slamming peas onto the fucking, plastic trays. And you're like, this is prison food.
Bertha serving you mashed potatoes and peas.
Bruh, I don't get it. Maybe something changed from the last time I went 10 years ago, but this most recent trip, I was like, oh no, never again.
I've never had their food, but I do hear people say like, "Oh, you got to have their spaghetti." If I'm going to IKEA, I'm already thinking of how much of a fucking task it is to find this piece of furniture in this maze of furniture, and then I'm also thinking, well, do I have to fucking assemble? Do I got to go get like 8 boxes and make sure I don't miss a box? Otherwise, it's a pain in the ass to call them back and say, "Hey, I got box 1 through 5, and then 7 and 8. I need box 6." I'm not thinking about fucking spaghetti and meatballs when I go to IKEA. That's all I'm saying. So kudos to anybody who goes there and they're excited for the food. Not me.
Yeah, psychos.
All right. Here is Tone Montana. Did They Forget featuring TDK and Smig Dirty.
Yeah. Did we do a good intro for you, Tone?
We set that up well.
Come on, yeah. Best recognize.
Anna featuring TDK and Smig Dirty. The only thing that I can really narrow in and say that is holding this track back is the beat. The beat is just so repetitive and it doesn't have any versatility to it that it makes the track itself feel long-winded and drawn out, even though each artist uniquely did their own thing. And I don't really have any gripes against what each artist did. I think it's the beat that makes this feel like a task to get through. Sure, it's on the long side with 3 verses. You don't really get a lot of 3-verse tracks these days, but I think it could still work if the beat was more dynamic and had a little bit more change up to it to kind of like give me a different feeling for each artist, or at least 2 out of the 3 artists. But as I was listening, is just like that same West Coast horn over and over again. I needed the beat to do something different. I needed the beat to change. And I think the artist did a solid job. I'm not going to really knock the artist because they were uniquely themselves. I think just you guys got to find something different in the beat to bring a little bit more energy and liveliness out of that track. I'll give it a 7. But that's nothing. Like I said, it's nothing against the artist. It's really, I just don't like the beat after a minute and a half of hearing it over and over again.
Yeah, I mean, I think if I was going off of my own personal preferences, I would tend to agree. Like the beat felt a little repetitive, but also like for the genre, for like the type of music they're trying to make. Did they do the assignment? Yeah. Like they did it. It very much felt like a 90s gangsta album, right?
Felt like a Ray Stans album.
Just from a technical perspective, a couple suggestions I would have is, especially on the 3rd verse, I really honed in on it. I think turning the ad-libs down, because they are off on purpose. I think they sound good, but I think turning those down will just help overall make them feel like they're not clashing a little bit. There's only a couple of times where it really feels like, oh, I wish it was a little softer, but I do think they're great as is timing wise, and like with the emphasis you put on it, just turn them lower in the beat. The other thing, at least on the third verse, it felt like the sibilance was kind of there. Like I definitely heard a lot of the S's. So maybe filtering and doing a little bit more de-esser on that, just lightly. I think you guys did your thing on this though. And I like the hook. The hook's catchy. Like this is a great example of like making a memorable hook that kind of makes the song work. Right. So I'm at an 8.
Word. Next up, Young Duffy. Praise God.
Praise him in the highest.
Won't he do it? Waiting for somebody to do an outro, but here it is for now. Bad mic quality, by the way. We know that, Duffy. We already, you don't even got to say that, man. Hope your housing situation has improved, but you don't got to give us a heads up about the mic. We're here for the music.
Oh, did they
Hey yo,
forget?
Fred Russa, walk on me, brother.
We didn't forget.
Every little thing I got. Praise God, praise God, praise God for every little thing I'm not. Praise God, praise God. I apologize, I'm living under rocks. Praise God, praise God, praise God. Gotta put him on top.
Is you coming or what? Cause I've been feeling misleading. Is you running or what? Cause I've been dealing with demons. We begun it or what? Cause I've been reading Ephesians. Think it's funny or what? That I've been pleading to Jesus. You see Duffy or not? Set him free when you see him. Used to puff on a rock, but now I'm seeking the meaning. Gave it up for our God since I've been needing a reason. Gave it up then a lot since I was feeding my needs. And I don't think that this could ever be what's in for me. I don't think I ever given in no sympathy.
Thank you, Tom.
But now it's written in a whole entire symphony. Spit on my own because I don't admire infamy. Leave it alone since now you grown and thinking literally. I had to go, I had a whole divine epiphany. I had to throw away my pot to find my dignity. Gave my soul away, acquired through his wisdom. See, I know a lie, I see it so defined. I gotta give praise to the Most High. I know that God console me when I'm rolling and he close by. I know I might go right for God more than most guys. I hope I don't show my devotion and so dry. I know might be the realest I wrote. It might be this feeling, you feel it, I hope. I feel it, you know, it's real and it's dope. If God could reveal all that's real, then I hope he lays hands on you. I'm the man for you. Best believe that God is real, he got a plan for you. Know I'ma stand for you, all I ran for you. Turn to Christ, give up my life, you know I can for you. He'll lay his hands on you, I'm the man for you. Best believe that God is real, he got a plan for you. Know I'ma stand for you, all I ran for you. Turn to Christ, give up my life, you know I can for you.
That was Praise God. Missing an outro there, so I'm not gonna play the 30 seconds of beat left over. But Praise God by Young Duffy. I like this track a lot. I like the personal, introspective. I like this shift from Duffy. I was saying for a while last year, he kept giving us the misogynistic side, the backhand to Tina's face from Ike Turner, and get in the kitchen, woman, and make me a sandwich. But he's starting to open up a little bit and give us some deeper tracks with some meaning behind it. I like the personal touches. I like his delivery and his flow. We already know he's recording from a headset mic or whatever, so not going to continue to talk about the quality. I'm just going to tell him, I like your music. Keep doing what you're doing. I like the song a lot. Curious to hear what you have planned for the intro. I feel like it sounds pretty near complete with just you on it, so wonder what you have planned in store there. I would give this a 8.5, quality issues aside.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I think, this is growth, right? Like this is what I would love to see more people do music about, of like, not necessarily like, religion or anything, but like opening up, saying, here's what's real to me. Here's, my life. here's my fucking life. And the more I think you talk about your own experiences, the more other people are like, yeah, I've had that experience. Relatable. Unless, of course, your experience is Cartier frames, because I have no frame of reference for that. But no, this is good. I think the flow's there. Like, yeah, the fucking quality is bad, I guess, but it kind of makes it work, right? Like, just with his voice, with the delivery, it's not even that noticeable to me, because you just get wrapped up into like what he's saying and what he's doing. So I'm not mad at this. Let's give it. I'm giving it an 8.5 too. I like it.
All right, stop the fucking presses. Swag Lean is back.
Lean back, baby.
Speaking of the devil, we were watching Tone Montana's video on YouTube, and Swag Lean happened to have his video on the right hand side. And who shows up and says, "I don't just want to skip. Play my shit right the fuck now." Swag Lean.
Play it right the fuck now.
Swag Lean with a 42 grand beat. Price is flexible.
Hope you guys got your budgets allocated for the year.
Get those wallets out right now. I can hear the 42. I can hear the money oozing out of the speaker.
Every Sunday, brother. Same time, same that channel.
Yeah, we're here every Sunday. Rain, sleet, hail, shine, snow, asteroids, meteors, hurricanes, tornadoes, Donald Trump, Putin. We're here.
We're here.
42K beat by Swag Lean. Maybe 40K. I think 42K is pushing it a little bit on the budgets, maybe drop off 2K. I like this. Where we usually hear people who have a lot of loud sounds for no reason, I think this kind of works well. The only thing that I would kind of like subjectively nitpick is at the section towards the end where you kind of drop everything out. I would have kept the hi-hats and snares going rather than just having it be melody, because it does feel a little bit too empty. But that said, everything else kind of works in a strange, Swag Lean, unique, one of one, as Waterboy said, way. Maybe not 42K beat, but I'll still give it an 8.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good with like the pause good, because a lot of the sections worked. The beat's catchy, like it's a cool main melody you have here. I think my thing is like just the structure is just a little off, right? I liked the things that you did. I just wished one that the main I wish you had something else other than that for the main at some times, right? Again, you drop it out and it's like, oh, this feels fresh. But also, like, when it's going, it's kind of going for too long. And I wish there was like some sort of switch up to just that piece of it. But I love the 808s. I love the percussion in this. I think this is a good beat with some structural issues. How about 8?
2 8s. Double 8.
You're still planning on doing the Turney songs, Dice?
Unless you have somewhere to be, yes.
All that matters to me is this. So,
all right. Well, we have another skip that just came in from Summer Princess.
Here we go.
Sample spam song.
Perfect. I love sample spams.
Take karma if you can't pay. I like that, man. Always be prepared for, oh man, don't have it all on me right now. That's okay. Swag Lean takes payments. I love that for you. All right. Here is a spam song from Summer Princess. Let's take a breath.
Ghetto babs, go through cheaters, ballin'. Brooklyn Dawn, addicted to Chris, hooked on Dawn. G's, hook a song. Ma, I wanna see how you look in thongs. Hustlin'.
Okay, that was made a couple weeks ago by Summer Princess. Somewhere in that is a good beat. I'm not saying that it's a bad beat. It's just a mishmash of things that sometimes I don't know that they should be mishmashed together. I was very surprised to hear Fabulous as the sample on there, but it worked. I think you used the parts of the verse pretty good. It was just some of the sounds that came in kind of just threw me off. Like the intro, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna like this. But then the drums hit in, and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. But then there'd just be these random little quirky, weird sounds. It was just like, why are you doing that? Why do you do that, Princess? I'm not mad at it though. Like at the end of the day, it feels unique to you, and it wasn't bad where I felt like, oh, I need to turn this off. It was just kind of interesting and different. I'll give it a 7.
Yeah. I think interesting, different, like those were all of the things that I felt as well. I love that deep bass.
Love that part.
The samples were cool. Part of me feels like the deep bass, it almost felt like I wanted it to go a little longer. Like the wubs were just a little too short. If you would have stretched them out a little bit more. Whoa. Like I think it's difficult to pinpoint exactly like the change that I would suggest, but I think that's more of what I was leaning towards of like, it almost felt like 85% of the way there with the wubs, and I just lean in a little harder, I think would be my recommendation, but I like it for what it is. I'm just gonna say it's an 8.5 for me. Interesting listen. I enjoyed it.
Okay. Next up, Back Down by Cyclone.
Next up, Back Down.
You heard what I said.
Bars.
Don't wanna tap out no more, can't back down. Feels like a tidal wave, gonna back down. Are you lying? No, what if I'm lying? You gotta shoot the way she goes zoom. Gotta pass all these animals to go zoom. Coming for you, what you gonna do? Guess you gotta run away, run away, run away. I see all these visions looking clear. Feels like 2040, look at the fear of my life, looking so clear. Mayday, 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 we're in another heyday. Checking out the time, choose, see another nayday. Spinning down, spinning down, spinning down. Before you know it, you're gonna start crashing down. Shoot up on side, on the court side. This life is going way too fast for me, soaring. God, look at the core in me. Gotta be on time before they get on me. Dip your toe before you get on me. Higher, higher, can't handle the fire. If you haven't lived in hell, why you still wish me well? Fake day, they always trying to play it safe. No, 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 always trying to fall apart. Always looking too soft from the start. Guess you haven't looked too far. Always looking too soft from the start.
Do you want to go first? Or do you want me?
This ain't it, Cyclone. This ain't it. Don't. No. For those of you who are newer around here, you don't know Cyclone, you don't know me, you don't know D Bird. I say this from a place of love, semi-love. This ain't it, Cyclone. This is a regression. This is garbage. This is like 2 years ago, Cyclone. I think this is a example of like finding a beat that you like, but this beat's not for you. Or at least the style that you put on this beat, the style of song that you put on this beat isn't working for you. It sounds like too whimsical when it feels like it should be like a much harder rap anthem-ish kind of song. I don't know. I wasn't really. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't want to say anything else other than I don't like it, Cyclone. I think scrap this one, go back to the drawing board. Give this beat to Ray Stans. This is a Ray Stans beat. I'll give this a 2.
DJ Tongue Hero. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. We got you. Cyclone. I mean, what else to say? I think Dice summed it up. Didn't work. If I was to give some advice for future songs, I think you're still doing that shit that we, commented on like years ago, which is like you're elongating these words in a weird, unnatural way. Like, no, that's no. I think just in general, the singing is off. But the approach, like that's even more in your control of like the writing, the approach, like that's fully something that you can fix tomorrow, the next song you do. Stop breaking up your fucking words. You know what I mean? Like two. Like, stop it.
I will say I like his energy. Like his energy has gotten much better, but yeah, he's still doing the the forced vibrato for no reason.
Yeah. So I think that's an easy change. This song for me is a 2.
Is it easy if he's still doing it? We
I
asked
don't know. I don't know if he's ever watched these things as we're saying them or watched them back. Maybe he just submits things. He's like, job done.
Cyclone, do you hate us? All right. Next up is Lucas.
Lucas.
At some point, DJ Tongue Hero will probably submit something, but we'll see. Here is Alter Ego. He did not make this beat, and he said, if it really is the beat, got a lot of work to do. Let's find out together, buddy.
I'm falling every day. I never walked away. I'm seeing bigger waves, but still I have a flame. Directions intersect. I'm faced with every threat. They're coming at my neck, but I do not fear death. I have no alter ego. And here it's only me, bro. I threw away my mask. I feel no need to act. I have no alter ego. And here it's only me, bro. They put me back to zero. Now watch me as I regrow. You thought that you lost your identity. Thought that the facade was the remedy. You're falling apart, think you'll never heal. I know. A little bit hard to begin to see a different part where your best will be. You get it in time, best believe, best believe. Life is a movie, my eyes are like cameras. Surprised to find what I captured. The smiles from times where I had the time of my life, but mine is all half clips. Cries inside the mouth, the car crashes. I'll be fine, a lot that I ran with. Now I got a lot to unpack, cause all this time been hiding my baggage. All this strain for scars on my back. Compensate with all these hard tracks. Constant raising bar while my acts were falling way behind what I asked. Motivation had fluctuations, and every day was just more frustration. Can all the blame it turned into hatred? Can I erase it? I can't maintain this. The failure don't mean I ain't worthy. I land on my feet, now observe me. A couple defeats, they ain't hurt me. Rebel what they think, let no words speak. I got a chance long as I'm breathing. Nobody can stop me from dreaming. It's real cause I'm not even sleeping. See I'm out when it's time to get even. I'm falling every day. I never walked away. I'm seeing bigger waves, but still I have a flame. Directions intersect. I'm faced with every threat. They're coming at my neck, but I do not fear death. I have no alter ego. And here it's only me, bro. I threw away my mask. I feel no need to act. I have no alter ego. And here it's only me, bro. They put me back to zero. Now watch me as I regrow.
Lucas with Alter Ego. What do you think about the new beat direction, D period space dot bird?
Make sure you get the space in there because imposters abound. Look, my first impression was like, I mean, the beat's more professionally done, but I still don't like it. but then, like, as it went on, I was like, okay, I kind of see why you picked it. Like, it's fine. I think it's fine. I think the issue I had was just right off the bat, the intro is too long. It takes too long to get to the fucking point. And, you know, you're kind of singing along to the parts of the dun, 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 like just going up and down. And, like, I just wanted it to get to the meat and potatoes sooner. And then the beat kind of drops out and you do this singing part. And it's crazy because that's both one of my favorite parts and one of my least favorite parts. And I'm saying that I think you had the right instincts. You have a great tone to your voice, but it was just a little off with the timing of the beat. So, like, the execution wasn't quite there, but I saw what you were going for. I was like, yes. And then I think the rapping parts, again, pretty well done. It's just the delivery in some parts, I wanted it to be just a little bit more emphatic, just a little bit better delivery on some of these. So as a whole, I'd say I liked it overall with just some technical cleanup required. 7.5.
I like the beat choice on this one. I feel like it added a little bit of energy and a little jazz hands pizzazz to your songs, because I feel like the beats that you self-produce sometimes tend to have this like lull to them. Like they're not that they're, bad. I know that they're you're learning, you're growing, but they feel like they have a little bit of flatness and bland at times, and maybe it's just because of limited sound selection that you have to choose from. And as you're figuring things out, of course you're gonna start simple, get better over time. But I feel like this beat had different energies and different feelings to it that brought out different parts of the song. And so with that said, kind of what Toretto is saying is like, okay, well, now that the beat is doing different things than you're used to, you have to do different things. So you have to evolve from an artist perspective to keep up with the energy of the beat. And maybe that's probably the disconnect here, is that like new style of beat, new style of Lukatz has to come out. But I like the direction that this was headed in. I think that the beat did give it a little bit more life than I'm used to. So I like it. I'd give this a 7 where it's at.
I would also say, I forgot to say this when it was my turn. I think the beat's a little too loud. So while I agree it's like a energy there, it's just a little too loud for your vocals.
Yeah, I meant to say that too. The beat was excessively loud compared to you. So balance also. All right. Never saw a DJ Tongue Hero track come through unless he did like Tourette's did, or Toretto, and then put it in next week. So I don't see it over there. Oh, he's on the way. All right. Well, while you're on the way, here is the free submission from Summer Princess. Small, simple soundtrack. The drums might be a bit lazy. That's okay, because you know what lazy means? Efficient.
Break time.
Switch up.
What happened?
I said good switch up.
Oh, I thought you said something happened to Twitch. I was like, what?
No.
That's it anyway. Unless it comes back in super loud.
Yeah, what?
All right. Well, that was Whatever by Break Time, aka Summer Princess. I like that. I don't think that the drums sounded lazy on that. I think they fit well with it. It has nice energy to it. It made me want to get into a Nissan Altima and drive fast and weave in and out of traffic, as if my car was the only car on the highway, despite several other cars that I nearly cut off and sideswipe on my way to Walmart.
I got the same feeling.
And for that, I'll give it a 9.
Yeah, this was, Born Identity, like one of the first ones where he's like weaving through these streets that are entirely too small for cars. I don't understand how they have cars in Europe, but somehow this little fucking Volkswagen Bug is going down side streets, and you see the police chasing in the background, wee wee. But because he's like, hiding behind a trash can, they miss him. So
of course
he gets away. That's what this beat was. But the beat, not trash. I liked it too. I think it was a cool. Everything about this felt like it was put well together. The one piece that I was going to make a comment on was the bass in the background was just kind of like 1, 2, 3, ba, 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 and then just kind of did that throughout. And right as I was getting sick of that, I was like, I hope this isn't forever. That's when it kind of cut out and the sounds kind of dissipated a little bit. And I literally thought it was a break. It seemed to go really quickly. So I was like, oh, maybe this is a break section into something else. And then it just kind of ended. So that was my experience with it. It was like, oh, finally a pause on the bass, but it felt like it maybe ended a little too soon. I'm still at a 9. I like what you did here. It's just the structure's a little strange to me.
Yeah. Well played. Well executed.
All right. My God, it's Jason Bourne.
Whatever. We need to bring back the Transporter.
That
was a good little run of movies.
It was, but also like he's kind of busy doing other blue collar jobs. He's a mechanic. He's a beekeeper. Like he's got another job now besides transporting.
I've never seen such a deadly beekeeper before.
Dude, well, I guess it's actually the same movie, just he has a different profession.
Like, hey,
yeah, like he's still transporting like a young girl who's defenseless. He's just like, but I also love bees.
Can you imagine being the producer or director that has to cast Jason Statham? And you're like, hey, Jason, Bob here. I got another movie for you. Don't have to do anything different, but you do have to have a different job.
Yeah. So you're still transporting a girl who like is on the run, but this time you install HVACs.
You're going to be a receptionist, but you got to deliver this girl to the drug lord. All right. I got a hot shot payment from DJ Tongue Hero for a new entry in the Likia collection. It's unlisted, so you can make tweaks. Well played. This is called Fair Love.
Fair Love. Whatever happened to that one with all the people on Earth in their human zoo? Like, I want to see that one, but like fixed exactly the way we suggested. I want it to be fixed exactly like we said. Did you make it better?
Now's your time to ask while we listen to this one.
Remember all the times you said you would wait for me.
Oh, God.
And now that you're not here, I feel so alone.
Hold on. Before this, DJ Tongue Hero, are you into that gloving shit? Because I saw the little lights on the fingertips, and you would only know about that if you've either seen a video of that or you do that shit. Are you a glover? Are you one of these people?
Are you Childish Gambino? Donald Glover.
And now that you're not here, I feel so alone. Knocking at the door again, stay away from me. Now that you're right here, I know that it's wrong. Can't keep my hands off, can't silence these damn thoughts you got in a man's heart. I can't let you go. It's not even fair, love. You don't even care, love. You started with pants on, now they on the floor. It's not even fair, love.
Listen. And who is that?
Bang in the club. Walker in the bathroom.
DJ Tongue Hero.
I like how the cape sails in the wind even while you're driving the car. That was Fair Love by DJ Tongue Hero. New banger, a new entry in the Tongue Hero world ecosystem. I like this new mic also. I can hear the quality difference. It sounds a lot smoother, a lot cleaner. I like the song. I feel like there's some parts of the singing where it was a little struggle to hit those notes on the high end, but I think overall you did a good job. I wouldn't say this is one of your more complex songs. Obviously, it's more geared towards dance. Little salacious material video wise, some little dry humping on the dance floor there, and a lot of tongue action, but I think that's your moniker for this. I think it sounds good though. I think if I have to give it some sort of oomph in a direction, I would say just it needs like stronger notes in those high notes that you were trying to hit. Maybe even you could just add some layers to it to kind of mask the limited vocal range that you may have. But other than that, maybe it gets a little bit repetitious with the It's Not Even Fair Love towards the end. But, you know, overall, it's a vibe. I was still bobbing and nodding along. So if I had to give it a rating, I'd give it a 7.5 where it's at. Maybe an 8.
Look, this is gonna be completely like subjective. Sometimes I flip back and forth between subjective and objective. This is just pure D-Bird. You made me smile. You made me dance. This one's a 9 for me. But there's plenty of improvements to do. I think a couple things I'd call out. So in the first verse, I think there might have been a part where like you missed the lyrics showing on screen. D-Bird, you made me smile. Hearing myself talk.
Sorry.
I think there was a part where you missed maybe the words on screen for the first part. I also think the second verse was weaker than the first. I think the first was good. I like the singing. I do hear the quality difference. It's amazing. The hook, perfect. It's awesome. Fire, flame emoji. Second verse, I think some of the notes were just off. So either re-record it or redo it, simplify it. But I need that second verse to be stronger before you release it. 9. Because I like it.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing it. Glad you got your new mic up and running. Looking forward to hearing what's next in the entries. So we're done with the queue, and all that's left now tournaments. So got our new tournament system up and running. We had a trial free for all tournament a couple weeks ago that some of the fellows were helping me test some of the kinks and what have you, the knobs, as Summer Princess says. Bobbing and knobbing is crazy. Don't ever tell me I'm doing that. And then we had an official kickoff tournament last week. So we got a lot of tracks that we can listen to and enjoy. I wouldn't say, D Bird, that we necessarily have to rate them per se. If you want to vote, you can do so on your own time. Also of note, for all people competing and also for future tournaments, any feedback that people put into the submission will be sent to you for that matchup. So if people say, hey, I liked your song, but it just wasn't as good as so-and-so song, you'll see all that stuff in your profile as you log in here. So, you know, kind of made it a more, I know that was one of the things that people seemed to like about the tournaments in the Discord, was getting that written feedback, but at least here now you'll be able to retain that. So just FYI there. But yeah, let's listen to some of the submissions that we had from these tournaments, and then we'll call it a day.
So what would you like from me? Just quick thoughts on it.
If you want. I mean, we're just listening to enjoy and close out the show.
Okay, I'm here to enjoy.
What are the tournaments about? Is it producing based on some samples? So that was one of the things that I asked in the lounge earlier before the show. So we can do whatever you guys want. I think that was kind of leaning towards that direction of maybe the next tournament we do is for the producers. You know, and then we come back the week after that with people have been saying they wanted to finish the rookie artist tournament that got abruptly shut down to do some controversial activities. But yeah, we can do whatever kind of tournaments that we want. I built this whole application based on music because I could not find something to replicate what musicians do. So I have the ability to say, hey, make a beat, but use these samples, or make it this genre, or use these topics. So yeah, I think maybe that's what we'll do. And the artists can just wait because they've had their cake and they've eaten all of it to the point to where I had to shut shit down and rebuild something. So let's give the producers a chance to test out the system. I think I'll spin that up for next week, a little short producer weekly tournament. But yeah, it's just basically music tournaments. So we can host as many as we want, however frequent we want. We can have a buy-in, we can have a prize. We haven't done any of that stuff yet, but we're just kind of like testing out the waters right now. You can have voting from random people, or you can have a panel voting. So all the little different things that we used to do or used to talk about, we now have our grubby little fingertips.
Yeah, let's like do a prompt where it's like, let's see how many samples you can use at the highest BPM.
We could do that.
We already got a champ.
Yeah,
we already got a winner.
We got one right there. A cool idea would be making music on specific tempo. Yeah, we can do that. So here, I'll show you guys what it looks like in the back end. Just give you guys a little bit of a, I guess it's a sneak peek, but
nerd,
shut up. So whenever we set up a new tournament, there's 3 sections that get filled out. It's choose from, using this, and genre. So choose from is like prompts. So make a song about a day in the life, or, you know, how do I feel today? So these generally where prompts go, but you could say, hey, BPM of this range, BPM that range. So then you can have, if there's different matchups, you can have the same for every match in a round, or you can have it just be generated different. And you just put a list of them here, and then you can say how many of each one of those that they get for their prompt. And then there's the using this section, which will be used mostly for like production. Is you can find a sample, a link to a sample, and just put all of them there, and then they'll be presented. They have to use something from this. And then genres, of course, is genre. So you can, you know, using these 3 different buckets of criteria, you can create all sorts of variables in the style of matchups that we have. So that's why I say, you know, if we want to make a production only tournament, cool. If we want to make artist tournament, cool. BPM can be funky because 90. Yeah, I mean, I think you stay within whatever doesn't multiply up. So you would say it has to be between 90 and 179, because that's, or, you know, you find that range before it duplicates itself again, and you just call it that. You nerd. All right, so let's get into the actual stuff that we have submitted. So, yeah, D-Bird, my thought was we just play the songs. If you want to make some comments in between them, you can. Otherwise, we're just closing up.
Sounds good.
We've been here a few hours.
First
up, Casanova Westside, Drunk. And his prompt was, if you could go back and change one thing.
And I'm just as fully invested.
Like every relationship he has.
And I really hope that you can see that, or you can at least hear it through my voice.
Let me call this girl. It's a big misunderstanding.
It's not easy for me to do.
Always is.
Because like I said, I don't be doing this. But I really hope that these simple words are enough to help you understand how much I really care about you and how much I'm really willing to be invested in this relationship.
Damn, what's our number?
Yeah,
let me look at my call log.
Bye.
47 seconds.
Hello?
Build up.
She called me, it's like 3 in the morning. Said she couldn't sleep, she was holding something that was deep for the moment. Maybe I was drunk, too much Henny in my cup. If I said it, I ain't mean it for you. She said the way you squeeze when you hold me. I told her it's the drink that was talking. She said, what do you mean, bitch, you phony? Maybe I was drunk, too much Henny in my cup. If I said it, I ain't mean it for you. I can't believe she didn't know that. Took her to the spot, I should've pulled back. Sliding off my crew neck, got me distracted, I'm drinking what's left. By the end of the bottle, had to undress. My manner wasn't right, it had me tighter than a corset. Now she wet, I'll forget all the things that I'm saying. Grab the protection, baby, my life's stressful, baby. I'm not drunk, but at this moment I feel like we should be dating or fucking again and again. Until there's nothing, a sin is a sin. She feel my pressure, put her back to the wind. I'm so fucked up, I started mixing dark and some gin. And I don't do that, so you know I was feeling it then. She talking again, that's a 0, but her body's a 10. I wonder what I'm eating next when she leaving the crib. I think she's smiling, so it is what it is. At least I thought till she hit me again. What's up with that? Fuck. She called me, it's like 3 in the morning. Said she couldn't sleep, she was holding something that was deep for the moment. Maybe I was drunk, too much Henny in my cup. If I said it, I ain't mean it for you. She said the way you squeeze when you hold me. I told her it's the drink that was talking. She said, what do you mean, bitch, you phony? Maybe I was drunk, too much Henny in my cup. If I said it, I ain't mean it for you. Why I'm doing, why I do it, why I do it, why I'm doing what I'm doing, why I do that shit to her. Why I do that, why I do it, why I do it, what I'm doing, why I do that shit to her. Why I do it, 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 why I do that shit to her. Why I do that shit to her.
Hey, it's me. I mean, you know that. I know I keep calling and texting. I don't mean to be annoying, but this is me trying. I don't know if or when you'll ever call me back, but I'll keep trying. I don't know what else you expect me to do.
All right, that's Casanova Westside with Drunk.
If I could go back and change one thing, I would snap my fingers and make every time a rapper tried to use a voicemail or a phone conversation in a song, the microphone would stop working. It just wouldn't work. Cut out the fucking intro, cut out the outro. That is universally golden, minus those.
All right.
10 fucking 7 with the long outros. 10 otherwise.
You want to go to the right or you want to go down?
Let's go to the right. That's how my brain reads things.
Okay. Next up is Paradise with MF Dog. Topic was your best friend.
Pull up to your crib, you ain't got it, don't trip. We gon' catch you if you slip. That's my motherfucking dog. Always stay low key, you ain't gotta know me. You gon' see him with me. That's my motherfucking dog. Pull up to your crib, you ain't got it, don't trip. We gon' catch you if you slip. That's my motherfucking dog. Always stay low key, you ain't gotta know me. You gon' see him with me. That's my motherfucking dog. Got a lot of haters, I don't gotta call them ops. Cause my homie down the ride and we turn him into slop. Turn the corner, spin the bend, he with me, I'm with him. trip. We gon' catch you if you slip. That's my motherfucking dog. Always stay low key. You ain't gotta know me. You gon' see him with me. That's my motherfucking dog. Window down, top down, seat lean back. Homie hanging out the window trying to peep that snack. Hit the park, run around, let them know we in town. Chasing badass kids till we push them in the ground. Little mama looking at us cause she seen that glow. Asking for my dog's name, double team that hoe. We ain't backing down now, got the chains on neck. If my dog see a chick, best believe she next. Pull up to your crib, you ain't got it, don't trip. We gon' catch you if you slip. That's my motherfucking dog. Always stay low key, you ain't gotta know me. You gon' see him with me. That's my motherfucking dog. Pull up to your crib, you ain't got it, don't trip. We gon' catch you if you slip. That's my motherfucking dog. Always stay low key, you ain't gotta know me. You gon' see him with me. That's my motherfucking dog.
That was MF Dog by me, inspired by Ray Stans saying, make a song about me, your best friend. So, Ray Stans, you're my best friend. You're my motherfucking dog.
Fucking rude right here. Yeah, that's crazy that you trained your dog how to rap. Rap
Where there's a will, there's a way at 2 a.m.
Bark, bark. You know, like, I can just picture you holding your phone up to your dog, like, yeah, come on, boy, come on, do it.
Hey, I was just trying to hang with the young folks who wanted to do a tournament, so put my hat in there.
Yeah.
All right, next up, unit. I got enough, or is that I Game of Thrones enough? I'm not sure.
I think it's that.
But
incest.
His topic was ignoring inhibitions and enjoy what you got. Incest.
You should throw out incest as a topic, just see what they say.
I wonder how many people would choose it.
All of them. That's why Game of Thrones is so hot. Dog bark way too
Yeah, they say it's lonely at the top. Still I'm at the bottom, never reaching for the spot. Cause I'll do just fine with my love and that's enough. Never falling victim to the need to just want a lot of things. Gold chains, diamond rings, I don't need them. Say I'll be locked in the season. All I need's McDonald's and a whole lot of motherfucking reefer. Worry like ether, poison to my own veins. If you hate, I'ma just travel my own way. Nothing is the same that I was inside my young days. Got so much love that I never need to complain. Nothing feel the rain. But now I enjoy it. Pain is a necessity, there's no need to destroy it. Fucked up for myself, got accustomed to avoidance. Try to tell right from wrong, I ain't a motherfucking lawyer, no. Feel the raindrops fall in my hair, but I ain't gotta worry. It'll all work out, I trust in it so surely. I know the road's smooth inside after years of being so rough. But I can finally tell myself I got enough. Yeah, I got enough. I said I got enough to live, maybe not enough to give. Tried so hard in the past that I burned out. Turned out I was never needing everything that I heard about. Yeah, I know I'm on the right route. Yeah. Woo! Yeah, feel the raindrops fall in my hair, but I ain't gotta worry. It will all work out, I trust in it so surely. I know the road's smooth inside after years of being so rough. And I can finally tell myself I got enough. Got enough.
All right, that was Unit with I Got Enough, not I Game of Thrones Enough, despite the community spending the last 2 weeks fully invested in Game of Thrones because Rogue Jepson decided he was going to watch the entire series.
Yeah, I don't see where the Game of Thrones came in on that one, but pretty good song. Yeah, like the
All right.
harmonizing.
Next up, Chrono Flow, My Best Friend.
Hey yo, my best friend Dice loves all my songs. I send him Instagram reels all day long. If I ask him for good advice, he just says keep making songs. I never made one for him, so it feels so wrong. My best friend Dice loves all my songs. I send him Instagram reels all day long. If I ask him for good advice, he just says keep making songs. I never made one for him, so it feels so wrong. Cause he's my number one man, there isn't anybody else. And if I told him take a stand, he would like no one ever helped. Cause I'm his best friend too, I'm here for him when he's alone. He's done so much to help me, so if he ever called my phone, I'd pick it up without a glance. And yeah, his songs are great too, I featured him to enhance our bond and friendship view. And if he asked me to collab, I delay my album too, when no one gets to blame Dice when my album's late next June. Hey yo, my best friend Dice loves all my songs. I send him Instagram reels all day long. If I ask him for good advice, he just says keep making songs. I never made one for him, so it feels so wrong. My best friend Dice loves all my songs. I send him Instagram reels all day long. If I ask him for good advice, he just says keep making songs. I never made one for him, so it feels so wrong.
It's beautiful. True man on man love.
Where's Stevie at when I need to call something gay?
Are you still doing your thing where every reel I send you, you send to Chrono and then vice versa?
Yeah. How do you
Good.
like Chrono's reels?
I don't even remember. But that's the real answer. I don't remember. But I should start packing your inbox full of more cringe content.
Please don't. Or I mean, I guess please do, so I can send it to Chrono Flow. But
I was just describing one of the reels that keeps on popping up of like the white trash woman and her 3 kids, and they're like, "I'm the leader of the pack." Oh, woo! And they're all like wolves and shit.
I don't get me started on content creators these days. Yeah, I think if you're on your PC, I made these downloadable for some reason. I haven't restricted it, but if you go to the little doodad, you can download them if you so much enjoy them. Hopefully you all download Chronoflow's track first because it's about me. All right, next up, Catalyst, Pleasure's All Mine. His topic was hidden talents of a pole dancer. That's some good. That's some talented people here.
It was nice to meet you, yeah, the pleasure's all mine. I like the way you work it, girl, you really bending your spine. You placed my hand on your hips and it was done, I was yours, now I'm making these hits. It was nice to meet you, yeah, the pleasure's all mine. I like the way you work it, girl, you really bending your spine. You placed my hand on your hips and it was done, I was yours, now I'm making these hits. I woke up with the sun in my eyes, your body shaped like it's counting the time when all the sand falls. I throw more so both cheeks can have a dance off. I feel the dance floor, so take my pants off and you can get to working. Show me how you ride, I know you really worth it. Brought a tear to my eye, and I know you stole my wallet. But it's alright cause I know you in college. It was nice to meet you, yeah, the pleasure's all mine. I like the way you work it, girl, you really bending your spine. You placed my hand on your hips and it was done, I was yours, now I'm making these hits. It was nice to meet you, yeah, the pleasure's all mine. I like the way you work it, girl, you really bending your spine. You placed my hand on your hips and it was done, I was yours, now I'm making these hits.
I'm willing to bet there's nothing else. Yeah. He just let the beat play to get to the minute 30. All right. And then any quick comments on that, or just hit play on Jacob?
I'll just say that was smooth. Good start. Might be worth revisiting and finishing up.
Yeah, I wish the hook wasn't as repetitive and long. Maybe add a second part to that hook, but that's a good little joint to start with and finish. And then the last submission for this first tournament is Jacob. Surprised entry from him, participant. He chose also Ignoring Inhibitions and Enjoy What You Got. Here's Whamma.
Whamma. Whamma, whamma, baby.
Why am I even shy? I know I'm a big deal. My mind to the vine took 2 summers to make 6 zeros. Going up the chain. Cuban link got thick still. Thankful for the pain. Without that, I'd probably sit still. Focusing my aim. Shooting for the stars. I control the wave, I commanded it to charge. At least I still got patience, and that ain't no facade. What you need me to say, just to get my point across. Why am I even stressed? No reason to tap out. Every step is set, just keep moving till I black out. Effort come with checks, I keep praying I don't crash out. At least I still got breath and some credit worth a damn house. Why am I even stressed? No reason to tap out. Every step is set, just keep moving till I black out. Effort come with checks, I keep praying I don't crash out. At least I still got breath and some credit worth a damn house. Why am I even shot? I stick to my routines, thankful for this discipline. The synonyms of hoochies, before my own headstone. I'ma make some things right, I'ma make some shit shake. Turn it up to max ball, I feel like I'm PBM. I know my shit 5 astray, I might not be a diva, but I divvy when my dogs in red. At least I got a backbone, take no disrespect. I'ma bring it back, homophobe under the reds. Why am I even stressed? Why am I even shy? Why am I even shocked? I got people in the sky waiting for my next move. They gon' give me strength. All I need is patience and consistency and faith. Why am I even stressed? No reason to tap out. Every step is set, just keep moving till I black out. Effort come with checks, I keep praying I don't crash out. At least I still got breath and some credit worth a damn house. Why am I even stressed? No reason to tap out. Every step is set, just keep moving till I black out. Effort come with checks, I keep praying I don't crash out. At least I still got breath and some credit worth a damn house.
All right, that was Jacob with Whamma.
That's the best song I've heard on this server. He just won the whole fucking thing, and maybe just won every song competition that we have ever had and ever will have. Okay. I love that song.
All right, calm down.
I love that song. I tried to log in and download it, and I was like, too complicated.
Good. Keep it that way. I'm not changing a thing.
Yeah.
All right. So that was the little trial run tournament, but then the official one that got underway, we got 6 submissions from there. Cool to see some people that I didn't even have any interaction engagement with. Got Maine in there. He also used to always vote in our other tournaments, and King Atlas. Not sure who that is, but got some regulars and then some newcomers. So let's take a listen to these, and then we'll get out of here. Starting up first, Sotorius, Saints and Sinners. His topic was a gangster and a saint.
This is rap. Here is the church, here is the steeple. Open the doors and see all the people. Knock up on the door, Jehovah's in the peephole, trying to spread the word of God all amongst the people. Sir, do you know that he sees us? Can I have a moment to speak about Jesus? Fuck up out of here, I've been running these streets. Ain't a thing I don't know that he could teach. Walk a day in my shoes, I show you receipts. All I know is pain and some motherfucking grief. A gangster and a saint, and they walk the same plank. Gangster and a saint separated by rank. A gangster and a saint both celebrate thanks. One got a bank, one count blue francs. White picket homes and some chain links. Opposite sides of the fence. One strike with the Bible, one strike for the vitals. That's 2 lines of defense. A gangster and a saint, and they both got faith. Views can be skewed every time you betrayed. Shoes on the other foot, lines have been crossed. Sinner got righteous, saint went astray. Betrayal made the saint and the gangster trade place. The saint gripped the blade, the gangster grabbed the Bible. 2 different worlds with a bunch of different idols. Both hold it down, represent for disciples. Close the doors and hear them pray. Open the doors, they all walk away. Evicted from his house and he ain't got the cash. He walks so righteous, now he take another path. He scooches his Bible and picks up his tools. No face left, just the shape of a mask. He's about to leave, here's a knock on the door. Voice coming through, have you been reborn? He opens the door and now he's surprised. There's that gangster with heaven in his eyes. A gangster and a saint and they walk the same plank. Gangster and a saint separated by rank. A gangster and a saint both celebrate thanks. One got a bank, one count blue francs. White picket homes and some chain links. Opposite sides of the fence. One strike with the Bible, one strike for the vitals. That's 2 lines of defense. A gangster and a saint and they both got faith. Views can be skewed every time you betrayed. Shoes on the other foot, lines have been crossed. Sinner got righteous, saint went astray. Betrayal made the saint and the gangster trade place. The saint gripped the blade, the gangster grabbed the Bible. 2 different worlds with a bunch of different idols. Both hold it down, represent for disciples.
All right. That was The Gangster and the Saint by Sotorius. Saints and Sinners.
And these are like active people are like going to be voting on this, so we probably shouldn't sway it. Is that what we're thinking?
Say whatever the hell you want. It's our show.
I mean, but this is like an active competition, right?
Yeah.
So I'll just say,
Next up, Ripples, Reckless Ambition, self-produced.
Mormon Street Mob.
I fuck with Mormon.
Yeah, you know, get off that ass and clap for the voice that don't hold back. All y'all do is slack, so whack like Dickie singing off my crack. I'm back when I scrap, oh crap, like a pit, I'll snap. You trapped in the back of a little ass shack where the trees overlap and night is pitch black and you can't hear that of an attack. Somewhere deep in these northwest woods, in fact, I've been trekking these hills since way back. You are lucky I use my lyrics as weapons for mass destructive payback, because this homie just don't play that. They say that, I say that, in a way that irritates that, but like as I shake that, true greatness, and they hate that, and it's great that, barriers I'll break that, you don't even push that fucking line. Put that pressure on and watch that buckle every time, and the time that's on the clock is a conundrum, but a history lost, it's filled with mystery tossed, and with some fallacy, the reality of it all is an illusionary dream. And shit's not how it really fucking seems, because it isn't. I'm just a man on a mission who's got a mind like a schism, mixed with the bit of the tism, steadily chasing the vision. No gas, no brakes, no permission, no one can stop me, they wishing. Once I've done made a decision, I come relentless with the reckless ambition. And ambition, reckless ambition. Yeah, I come relentless with the reckless ambition. Ambition. I stay me and on my grind. Dr. Dre in 1999. Open your mind, follow deep inside these lines through the grime, where you might intertwine with the sign to redefine your current line of sight. And I strive to stay bright, but lately I'm wandering in the shadow. It's light, but that's alright. I rip it when I hit it, whether it's written or written, and not only on the ground, but my gears are gripping. Determined motherfucker, even better ambition. 20 years of ammunition to commission my mission, my cognition, composition, bringing no competition. Eliminate that position with a certain conviction. Ain't no shit, and I'm proud to be a technician. Woo, quit it with my vision to make y'all sit and listen to my lyrical collectivism. That's in the crisp definition, bringing depictions of a writer's benediction. A chef in his kitchen, so it's on ignition. Bitches, I'm a beast to say the least with my pen, craft beats and lettering. I'm better at this game than most of y'all can hope to ever be. So let it be, seriously, blessed be. My rhymes, they pierce like a weather bee, rendering, reckoning. I'm just a man on a mission who's got a mind like a schism, mixed with the bit of the tism, steadily chasing the vision. No gas, no brakes, no permission, no one can stop me, they wishing. Once I've done made a decision, I come relentless with the reckless. Just a man on a mission who's got a mind like a schism, mixed with the bit of the tism, steadily chasing the vision. No gas, no brakes, no permission, no one can stop me, they wishing. Once I've done made a decision, I come relentless with the reckless ambition. Ambition, reckless ambition. Yeah, I come relentless with the reckless ambition.
I like the hook on that a lot. What up, Chrono Flow? All right, Ray Stands Like a Birthday we heard earlier in the show. I don't know.
Yeah, the good production. I love Ray Stan saying minus Shun spamming -5 points.
All right. We heard Ray Stan, so here is Maine, Lie to M. His topic was Object of My Desire. We'll play it as the outro, Ray Stan.
Might as well.
Baby, don't lie to me, baby, don't try. It's deceitful, I can see the fucking green in your eye. You can say that you ain't really shit on my pride. This ship ain't no shit, could a queen pay the price? It was you that I wanted, desires in my stomach, but you couldn't fight, couldn't put them to the side. Baby, don't lie to me, baby, don't try. Baby, don't lie to me, baby, don't hide. I never thought that loving could be this hard. Opening my chest, but God King, some of armor the sinners, they got teeth. They sitting waiting for suckers, the blood drinkers be stumbling, running from all the summers. We was traveling, battling lost, lust and love. But the fact you was busy and with the God above, it's a fact. You ain't give a fuck about me. You was hyping up what shit could be, but secretly you were sick of me. No rush, I should've known what it meant when a nigga like me just had a crush. The anxieties of my families and the social medias made sure I was crushed. Of course I was touched. An angel in my sight and an angle of your tangled body made it feel right. And the rain meant a light. You were saying that this pain is a sign that it's tight. We was fine, I was trying to ensure it was me in your heart. Then the seed didn't start, then it seems we breaking apart. And at the seams I done bottomed myself out for your peace, for a piece of some decency. I should've left you alone with no home. What the fuck, you was moving so sneakily. Bitch, you was on the wrong frequency. So don't talk about a man, we ain't staying being friends. You a lame, you a hoe, don't extend out your hand, just go. Baby, don't lie to me,
Morning,
baby, don't try. It's deceitful, I can see the fucking green.
Jacob, can you send me that song you did? It's so fucking good.
Queen paid a price. It was you that I wanted.
I want to wake up every morning to it.
You couldn't fight, couldn't put them to the side. Baby, don't lie to me, baby, don't try. Baby, don't lie to me, baby, don't hide. Could you slide for me? Would you rhyme for me? Put your hand to the sky. Would you ride for me? Could you slide for me? Could you slide for me? Could you rock? Could you ride? Could you rock with me? I said, slide for me. Can you rhyme for me? Put your hands to the sky. Would you ride for me? Could you slide for me? Could you slime for me? Could you rock? Could you ride? Could you rock with me? Could you really rock with a nigga like me? Peter Pan flipping underhand hook. Pussy gotta taste cook. Put her in the bed, leave her like a sediment. You ain't getting shit, case closed, pediment. Put her in a better position. I'm leaving bitches, switching up the system. We listening, distancing like COVID. Headed in our BRB. Bodyguard or body, see we fucking like we ought to be. Enemies or T-T, filling up your body like a meter beat. You were the object of my joy, was you really feeling me? You were the object by my side, no point in concealing me. You were the object skipping logic, couldn't see you with another guy, fucking up my pride. I wrote this with some bloody palms, should've followed the signs. Running with my head up cause I couldn't even feel mines. Draining all the colors like the moon was out of sight. Couldn't love, baby, don't lie to me, baby, don't try. It's deceitful, I can see the fucking green in your eye. You can't really say that you ain't shit on my pride. This ship ain't no shit, could a queen pay the price? It was you that I wanted, desires in my stomach, but you couldn't fight, couldn't put them to the side. Baby, don't lie to me, baby, don't try. Baby, don't lie to me, baby, don't hide. Baby, don't lie to me, baby, don't try. It's deceitful, I can see the fucking green in your eye. You can't really say that you ain't shit on my pride. This ship ain't no shit, could a queen pay the price? It was you that I wanted, desires in my stomach, but you couldn't fight, couldn't put them to the side. Baby, don't lie to me, baby, don't try. Baby, don't lie to me, baby, don't hide.
All right, that was Maine with Lie to Me. New voice to listen to. Maybe we'll get some stuff from Maine on the review show one day. Next up, King Atlas, Window Pane, also Object of My Desire. Hopefully this doesn't go like the Coulter track.
We see the light.
Oh shit.
Come in, come in. Come in from the window pane. From the window pane, give me. Give the pain.
Same thing, just slightly different execution.
More appropriate.
said desire is pain, like fire and rain. I say goodbye to trying to get fame, I'm trying to be sane. These bitches got me going again, but more of the same. You running the game, a motherfucker born to get played. Born to get played on your fucking radio. Born to kill niggas, bitch hold this fucking halo. Born to die, but not without this fucking pay though. The world is in my hands, it's fucking Play-Doh. See, we become what we contemplate, that's words of Play-Doh. I'm contemplating you coming up off that fucking chain though. You conversating like you this shit might be fucking fatal. Might hit a lick on your ass like I was fucking gay though. What you got, I want it. What you got, I want it. What you got, I want it. But you staring at the window to heaven, I felt pain. Breakfast at the window with 7 cuts on my change. I've been contemplating and praying to God to change. I could've been whipping range if I ain't fumbled my grades. I could've been something more if I wasn't stuck in this cage. Should've been working more if I wanted to get on stage, but my body is weak. The pressure of the crowd will fucking kill me. And if the silence get loud, it will fucking reveal me as a lame nigga. Another nigga down the lane, nigga. Maybe I'm just feeling shame, I'm ashamed, nigga. But I had to remind myself I'm the same nigga. With the gun in his hand, snatching your chain, nigga. You was all that I was and should've became, nigga. All I want is to kill you and numb my pain, nigga. They said desire is pain, like fire and rain. I say goodbye to trying to get fame, I'm trying to be sane. These bitches got me going again, but more of the same. You running the game, a motherfucker born to get played. From the window pane, from the window pane, give me. 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 From the window pane,
All right, that was King Atlas, Window Pane. All I'm gonna say is this: I want to know if that's Atlas singing, and if none of you people who happen to be still watching right now reach out to Atlas and try to work with him, y'all are fucking morons.
Great voice, whoever that was.
Yeah. And then Waterboy, interest. Pay me back with interest.
El agua niño.
I'm giving out game, all you gotta do is witness. Pay me some attention, it'll really make a difference. I stack big bread, no thin crust. And if I cut a check, you gotta pay me back with interest. Interest. It can change your whole life, don't forget about the interest. Interest. They take my style like they added it to Pinterest. Mama always said I gotta flex with my talents. In the game of dirty birds, looking out for talents. I move too smooth for that to be a challenge. I'm a living cheat code, never losing balance. I'm grinding, Vesuvius climbing, top of the world, and it feels like I'm flying. Soaring, moving, I do it too fluent. Taught a man to fish, now he's Cusco grooving. All that matters is the homies make it happen, and I'm calling plays that matter when I'm giving out game, all you gotta do is witness. Pay me some attention, it'll really make a difference. I stack big bread, no thin crust. And if I cut a check, you gotta pay me back with interest. Interest. It can change your whole life, don't forget about the interest. Interest. They take my style like they added it to Pinterest. I feel like Miyagi in the booth, the track's on blast off, you can see that I'm the truth. I've been kicking in, knocking shit loose, spit hard, crack a tooth, now they say I got the juice. Got a crew behind the screw and nice as you be lying on the floor surviving. When we walk away, y'all wrists are shining too divine. The frost fucked up the climate. We make a few songs, then we put it on the map. Show it to the people and they saying run it back. Getting off the stage, everybody giving dabs. Me and all the homies running laps. In the meantime, beeline right to the money. Big bills, saran wrap just like a mummy. I'm providing all the lessons that you need, yes indeed. When it's coming to me, we get lucky. Condition the gun and forget about the interest. We buzzing, bitch, we buzzing, bitch, we buzzing. I'm giving out game, all you gotta do is witness. Pay me some attention, it'll really make a difference. I stack big bread, no thin crust. And if I cut a check, you gotta pay me back with interest. Interest. It can change your whole life, don't forget about the interest. Interest. They take my style like they added it to Pinterest.
Right, that was Agua Niño with interest. So those were the submissions for this tournament here. Play this in the background, some Ray Stands Like a Birthday that we heard earlier, while I chit chat over the top of it, letting everybody know, if you go to the website wcr.world, you'll see on the home page there should be a couple posts that show each tournament. So go vote, cast your vote, send some feedback, let everybody know how they did. Got some great songs. We got 12 new awesome songs from the community, and looks like I'll start up another tournament for producers next week, and it sounds like we want to get back to the single elimination tournament after that. So I guess all you artists get ready. We'll put something together in a couple weeks. How you feeling, D-Bird?
I'm just listening to this again, and I'm like, I really like his delivery on this, and he's getting better at like putting songs together, right? Like the doubles, the selective doubles in that. I was like, oh, that's a really good, interesting little piece you added there. Yeah. And then the hook comes in and you're like, never mind, fuck this guy.
I don't want much but a lump, petty cash, so I rob 50 cent with a pump. Bet he has some luxury apartments.
I definitely wanted to acknowledge, like, he's definitely gotten better, and he's in the groove of making good songs. This one didn't, without swaying any voters, from my feedback earlier, this one didn't kind of move me in the way that I was hoping it would.
Well, yeah, the only reason I said more on this one was because he already submitted it for the review show, and we did a whole segment on it.
In the worst way.
In the worst way.
Hit your boy like a birthday.
Your boy like a birthday. Don't know what that means, but shout out to Ray Stans. Shout out to Sotorius, Ripples, Maine, King Atlas, Waterboy, Casanova, Jacob, Unit, Chrono Flow, and Catalyst for testing out the new tournament application. So glad that everything is semi-working. I guess I got to look into the song queue for Ray Stans and JCC, see what happened with their submissions there. But yeah, thank you guys for using our tools, our features, and making the community what it is, what it could be, and better. Should you scrap it or rework it and get a feature?
Here's what I'd say is, like, scrap the hook. Maybe do a feature for the hook. I don't know. I think the raps are fine. The bigger, higher picture is it's a fucking commercial beat. So what are you going to do with it? You know what I mean? Like, why go through a bunch of effort, spending a bunch of time, feature, get somebody on it, when it's like, well, you can't release it anyways, right? It's a 2 Chainz song.
I would say scrap the hook, use the verses on a different beat.
There you go.
There you go. All right. Well, that's our song. We put in a dedicated almost 4 hours today. You guys got an extra 2 hours of me and Bird on Bird's return. Glorious return, I should say. Let me correct myself to the show. So we're still tooling on some ideas for a replacement to the Wednesday show. So, if you guys still have ideas, keep sending them D-Bird's way or my way. Let us know what you guys would like to see, especially you people who are subscribers. But everybody in general, just let us know as we refine some stuff. And we'll be back next Sunday to do this again. So in the meantime, like I said, go vote on these matches, and we'll see you guys on the Discord. Adios and all that good stuff.
Peace, y'all.
Toodles, as that one person said at the end of their song.